Nerd Confessions.
Welcome to Nerd Confessions. It's been a week since our last confession, and just a reminder to our listeners, you can find our previous episodes and bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. I'm Ryan Yerliga, your host for this evening, and I'm joined with a crew who won't put their Pokemon Go away. Jeff, Ankur,
Hello.
Tyler,
Stop pointing.
Will,
I'm not putting mine away.
Tommy, and Soil.
Hey.
Alright, let's see what everyone's been up to this week. We're going to start with Tyler.
So I've played Furi, Witcher 3, more Final Fantasy 7, a little bit of Pokemon Go, watching a show called Flipping Out because of my girlfriend, and watched some Cops, which is great. Ryan and I watched
that show on TV.
And then I watched Decker Unclassified, which is a new Adult Swim show.
Garbage.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so bad.
It's just a Tim and Eric show, but it's so good. And then Check It Out with Steve Brule, which was on after that.
Did you go outside this week?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, just checking. There's a lot of stuff.
Just two more things, and then Twin Peaks, and also the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Jesus Christ.
So why are you watching the Dick Van Dyke
This guy never went to work.
Because it's a great show.
Well,
It's actually really good.
But
It's
why
a great fucking show.
Isn't it like the Tonight Show? Is that what it's?
No,
No, it's
not.
a sitcom from the 60s.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like if you would say something, it would be like Everybody Loves Raymond, but without the family.
But way better.
Yeah, but way better and funnier.
It's just
Now, would you say it's better than Home Improvement?
Fuck no.
Oh my god.
Home Improvement is the greatest show ever made.
Come on, that's silly.
That's no.
No,
Come
it's
on.
the truth.
That's a little bit
I only
of
speak the
it.
He
truth.
really
That's
means
a-
it. He really means it.
I absolutely mean
It's
it.
a ballsy statement.
Home Improvement is the greatest show ever
Forget
made.
about game. I only speak the truth.
So how's your progress on that Final Fantasy Platinum?
I'm on the second disc right now, so I don't know how many more. I have to check to see how many more.
Is it easy
trophies
to
I
get?
need. It's not really that difficult. It's kind of a long game, and I'm doing other things.
You
so.
got to beat all those weapons.
And I've also beaten the game probably 20 times in the past, so I don't know.
All right, Tommy, what have you been up to?
I'm still watching Ray Donovan, taking my time. It's really good, which is probably going to make me want to watch some more shows in that same genre. And I saw Central Intelligence, which was actually pretty funny.
I almost went to see that when it was really hot. I just wanted to get in the air-conditioned theater, and that was all that was there.
That's
I
weird.
decided not to.
I had to watch that shit because freaking we couldn't get into John Wick 2.
You didn't get in?
No.
Oh, that's why you didn't say
Oh, I
anything.
forgot about that.
Well, fucking, they didn't let you in because, like, oh, we're no more guys. We just
Yeah.
do all. I'm like, what the hell is
What?
that bullshit? Yeah.
Yeah, because
I guess they want some female opinions.
Yeah, they got to fill a specific.
but wait, hold
demographic.
on.
We're the
John
one-
Wick 2 is out already?
No, it was a screening, but like the guys, we're the ones who made the damn first one like popular.
Hey,
That's
you got to
true.
appeal to everybody, Encore.
Well, they gave a free ticket. We
Yeah.
saw that Central Intelligence.
So that's the trick. If you go to that theater on Tuesdays, you just get in that line, and you're not gonna make it in, but they'll give you a ticket to go to the movie.
Really?
Yeah,
What the
How long do you have to wait though?
Bellaterra. You can just show up at like 6:30, and that's when they're gonna cut off the line. And then it's like, oh, I'm not getting in. And I go, well, here's a ticket to the movie.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
I'm down for that.
What a
Slick and
deal.
oily deals.
Is it good for any movie or
Yeah,
it's the only movie
yeah.
that's been out for a while?
Any
It's any movie.
That's how I saw Central
Hey.
Intelligence,
Yeah.
which was not that great actually.
Ooh, Tommy's not listening
damn.
though.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
listening.
The
Playing
Rock
Pokemon
was
Go.
It was actually really
Doesn't
funny.
know.
I was surprised at how The Rock was able to kind of change his flow. I just like the way they portrayed his character.
The Rock's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's actually
He's no
really
Ryan Reynolds. Don't get me wrong. But
When's
He's
Ryan
still
Reynolds
pretty
going to
good.
win that Grammy?
Never.
Or not Grammy.
Grammy?
an Oscar
Oscar, yeah.
this year
I
for
don't think
Deadpool.
I hope so.
You think he's gonna get one for that
Oh,
movie?
hell yeah, he is.
For like comedy or
You
something?
see the range in that?
Don't hold your breath.
Come on.
Fuck is wrong
All right, Jeff, what are you up to?
I played Drawn to Death.
Oh.
Is that
Um,
any different than we played at PSX?
I liked it more than I did at PSX, but my biggest complaint is everything kind of looks the same, and it's hard to differentiate, especially on the menu screens. It's hard to differentiate between different options, but I still don't really like it that much.
The main
How
problem
is
I
it?
had was matchmaking. It took too long to find other people to play with, and often it would just find one other person, so it'd be a duel, and that's kind of fun, but only for so long.
Did you guys try any of the did you try any of the melee weapons?
Yeah, I tried the axe.
Did you see
and
how strong that thing is? Like you just walk up
Yeah.
and pwn people.
I also tried that new weapon, the Patriot Act. That was a good one.
Oh, the
Yeah,
free
that's
one.
fun.
That was a funny one. But no, I still don't really like it that much. Nick loved it, so I'll probably end up buying it.
I think it's gonna be free to play.
Yeah, it's gonna be free to play.
No, it is?
You have to buy jewels to get characters.
Oh,
Otherwise, you're on a
God.
character rotation.
like Pokecoins.
And then I also
Microtransaction. Yes.
played Fury, and I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go,
Oh,
which
right.
I'm playing right now.
Making me money.
Got my incense going, so hopefully to
Making
attract
me
some good
cash,
Pokemon.
Making cash.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a pretty good week for Jeff. So, how about you?
So I've been playing. I played Furi as well. I didn't beat the game, but I played it, and then I watched more Parks and Rec.
Best show.
Pokemon Go as well, which is actually really fun. Kind of addicted, and I was playing with it this morning.
Kind of.
Yeah, I was playing it this morning with one of my friends. She was playing it while we were eating lunch, which was really weird, but we all played it together. And then I played Saints Row, the Gat from Hell, whatever it's
Get out of hell.
Gat out of Hell game, and that's not great, but we'll talk about it next time. But go ahead.
How many Pokemon do you have?
Can't give you an exact number for the Pokemon, but I'm
Ballpark me number.
I would say like 30.
Different ones?
30 different ones, yeah.
Dang.
I have a whole bunch of the Ekans though. Ekans is like one of the ones I have a lot
That's
of.
not different ones.
No, I have a whole bunch of them, but I have 30 different ones.
What level are you?
I'm level 8.
Dang. I'm level 9.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good too.
Renee's level like 11. She got an Alakazam in the park across the street. I caught nothing but Pidgeys, and she's look, an Alakazam.
You know
I would love to have an
fucking kidding me?
the
Alakazam.
other thing that makes me crazy, she just had that like what is that canine that
Arcanine?
Arcanine.
that like is like a double leveled up like
Is
She
Renee,
gets so lucky. It makes me so mad.
is she buying Pokecoins?
She bought some incense.
oh you know what's really crazy, if you stand near a Pokespot and you just stay there for like maybe 5-6 minutes, it'll reset. You just keep doing it. So
Well, the one out here, like the other night, I just kept going out for every like 20 minutes. Got a beer, go out.
library.
Got a beer, go out. Yeah, to the library.
I think the Pokeballs though max at 199 or 200.
Yeah, the most I had at Pokeball was 170. Now I have like 60.
Yeah, I think you max at 200
So
or something.
every
like
time you flick the Pokeball, do you lose the Pokeball?
that. Yes.
Sometimes, like I was trying to catch this fucking Growlithe earlier, and he kept like nodding his head and knocking all the balls out of it. Man, fuck this guy.
Do you know if you ever get like what's
The raspberries.
no, not the raspberries. You know the original, what's the base? I forget his name of Alakazam. The base Abra. Yeah, Abra will throw the ball off with like psychic power, and it'll just go out of the
I
way.
haven't seen that one. Caught 2 Abras.
So yeah.
It's Abracadabra and Alakazam.
Oh, and another interesting is every time I catch a new Pokemon, I always say their name as they did on the cartoon.
Ooh.
You know the best thing about the game is like seeing people on the side of the street just walking at gyms. And
You see that
like,
at night, like at night, because their
Yeah.
phones are lit up. It's just
Yeah.
like fireflies in the middle of a field. There are
Yeah.
so many
It is
people.
a cultural phenomenon.
I heard that at Disneyland they are making cast members aware that they have to watch people because they go backstage to try to catch Pokemon
Yeah.
that are backstage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's what Ali was telling me. She said that people are now trying to go to the gyms in the backstage area, and they're trying to sneak in. And I think Disney's going to write a letter to Nintendo because it's kind
Remove
of
these,
dangerous.
please.
We
Because-
drove by Knott's and we
wait.
counted 37 Pokestops in
Why?
Knott's.
That's
Who made the Pokestops? That's the biggest thing I have
the
an issue with.
Niantic.
Because the
developer.
Pokestops are like, one says guy on cross and it's Jesus.
Yeah, it's so strange. Like all the fountains and little statues and murals are like around where I live. I didn't even know they're there. And
I know,
those
me
are all
too.
the Pokestops. I was like, what the hell is this?
The one
Now
that
you're learning your neighborhood.
the weirdest one
Apparently.
we ran into was a bike rack, and it was in Costa Mesa.
Oh, yeah,
it
that
was
shit-
straight
Bike
up just a
rack.
bike rack, and it said bike rack.
I have a park. I have a park next to my house, and there's a church that's like in a house now, and that's one of the stops. Like, what the hell?
I
is
heard
this?
that La Habra, one of the Pokestops
boy.
in La Habra, is a shopping cart.
Oh, I saw that one too. That was a
in
good one.
Guadalajara.
Guadalajara.
It's a good game though. Fun
Yeah,
game.
I'm happy to see this cultural phenomenon take off. Nintendo deserves it. What have you been up to, Encore?
I played Furi, which is cool. I like the music in
It's
that.
got dope soundtrack.
I watched Dope, the movie on Netflix.
I love that movie, so good.
It's a good movie.
Except for the ending.
I like the ending.
Oh, that ending was bullshit. Made me so mad.
Well, he smiled. Secret Life of Pets. Fell asleep at the end.
It's dumb suggestions.
That's Encore's
you
review
go to the
review
movies?
system.
Do you go to movies like super late? Is it like 11:30 showing? Why are you falling asleep?
I actually work a lot, so I get tired.
You can make that your review system, Encore. It took me this long to fall asleep.
I stayed awake this entire movie.
I watched the first episode of The Night Of, which is on HBO. Highly recommended.
What is it about? I've seen the posters for it. What's it about?
Well, it's about a college student. He gets invited to a party. He takes his dad's cab out to go to the party. People keep getting into his cab because he has a stupid light on.
So he's a cab driver?
No, he's a student. I said he's a student.
Oh, so people are joining him in the cab?
Yeah, because he's going to the party, but he left the light on. So people are getting
driver?
in his car.
Why is he stopping, letting people in his car?
Red lights.
People just get in his
So-
car and
He'll
his
just get in his car.
car's unlocked. Like he doesn't.
Anyways,
Why does he lock his fucking car?
pretty girl gets in there and she's like, "Yo, take me to the beach or whatever," and he doesn't kick her out because she's a pretty girl. So they, go around and have fun. He takes her back. She takes him back to the house. They drink, do some drugs. He wakes up.
She's dead.
Yeah, basically. So and then it gets pretty intense after that.
So give me one sentence on why I should watch this show.
It's a very intense show. I was like actually like
Run on.
feeling like when he was getting caught, I was like, "Oh fuck, this fool's gonna get caught."
Run on.
Encore sold me.
Watch it. And it's only an 8-episode miniseries.
That's how all shows should be. I like
check
that.
it. What's his name? James Gandolfini was supposed to be in this, but before he died, so they recast it with.
Oh damn! A long time ago.
What's that guy from Mr. Deeds? The one with the foot?
Oh,
I don't know him.
Trillo, whatever his name
I don't
is.
know his name.
Well, he's in it. He takes over his role. So check it out. One episode. It's really good.
Nice.
And I watched Preacher on AMC.
I want to watch that.
Highly recommend that show.
Oh,
It might take one episode to get start going, but it's good.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Well, I've had a pretty busy week myself.
Here we go. I was gonna list off 50 things.
Here we go.
He
This
did
is longer than mine.
20 seconds of watching, but he's gonna put it on
You
here.
know,
Every
I
week.
started Furi. I'm really digging that. Talk more about that in a bit. I finished Persona 4 Dancing All Night. It was a fantastic story.
Is that for Vita?
Very heartwarming. Yeah. It's a Persona game where you dance to fight the enemies.
Oh, sounds
Powerful.
lame. Sounds really lame.
I started 3 Forest Home. I also bought Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, the director's cut. That was like $2 on the summer sale.
The
and I
Sega
finished
game,
it.
right?
No, it's not Sega. It has nothing to do with Sega. It's made by Way Forward.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
a 2D Metrovania kind of game. I liked it a lot.
But I thought it wasn't originally on some old system from the 90s?
No, it's Shantae was originally made for it was a DSi exclusive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a really good game. You get it cheap, I say go see it. I watched a little bit more Orange is the New Black, and I started doing some more Dark Souls 3 today, but I think I'm tapping out for now. It's really pissing me off.
How far did you get?
I got to one. I fought a boss in like a church, and then when you walked out of the church, you see like a castle in the background, and then you would turn left, and then you go down some stairs, and they're like sleeping giants. I don't know, but everything I do, everyone invades my game, and it's really fucking annoying, so I can't make any progress. So I took that out, and I put in Mirror's Edge Catalyst today, and I got a little bit further than I did in the beta, and I'm really enjoying it so far. The dialogue's really, really dumb, but it's really fun to play. It's really getting me.
Cool.
So let's move on to our news this week. We're going to start off with a sad story. I really like this guy. The PlayStation's VP of third-party relations, Adam Boyes, is departing from his position at Sony to return to the development side of the industry. And you're going to remember him from PSX?
He's the bald guy, right?
He's the one that comes out in the jerseys.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember him.
He's the one that
Vaguely.
was thumping out the Vita.
Yeah, Ryan's favorite guy.
The
Yeah.
fat white guy, right?
Yeah, he had my heart. He was a good guy. He was very relatable. I liked him.
Well,
Yeah.
he's not leaving. He's going to be a developer, right?
No, I liked what he did.
Hmm.
I know.
Maybe
the
he'll
one-
make it. Maybe
Ryan
he'll
liked
make
him.
some good Vita games.
He made that video when they first were at E3 with PlayStation 4 about how to share your games. You remember that video?
That was-
Yeah.
I think
With a
Ryan,
big slap in the face to Microsoft.
That was so good.
I think Ryan really liked him because of his Vita love.
He loved the Vita. He understands PlayStation fans because we love our Vita so much. Right, Tyler?
I love my Vita. I think it's awesome.
It's the
Did you
best
guys-
console ever
Did
made.
you guys buy that new stand?
What stand?
The Vita stand. It like plugs in. It charges.
Is
It's like
is it
20
Sony?
bucks. Yeah,
Sony
Sony.
approved?
Yeah,
Ooh, we'll look into that.
I mean, it's really not that hard just to plug it
You know
in
what?
the wall.
I like
it's
to
cool. It just sits there though.
Like-
Ah, Tyler?
I like to present
I'm just
my
saying.
Vita. The Vita is so beautiful. I want to present the both of them. As I own two.
But when it's on a stand, you can't play it.
I know, but it looks pretty.
Yeah.
It's got that glowing light on the PS, and it's glowing when it's charged.
Which do you prefer, the original or the new one?
I like the way the new one feels.
Oh, it's so nice.
I haven't really noticed
really nice.
any difference in the screen quality.
It's way
it
lighter than
OLED?
the old one, though.
No, the new one is just LED. That's the one thing
Oh.
that people complained about.
It's got a slightly
on the
less
downgrade.
quality.
I actually feel
good
like
quality screen.
the new one actually feels kind of fake because it's so light.
It is so light.
Is it
It's
like not so much
comfortable.
battery weight or what?
I don't know.
Yeah,
It has a lot
it's-
better battery life since it doesn't use the.
The
OLED.
buttons feel nicer too.
Yeah,
I feel.
you got a
Yeah.
good click to them. Very tactile.
That's cool.
I liked it. And then next up, Nintendo. Another patent has leaked that showed their what
nice.
appears to be a handheld device. This is leaked before. There's really nothing too exciting about it. The only thing I noticed that there's like a scroll wheel that's on the corner where the shoulder buttons are supposed to be.
Scroll wheel.
Yeah, there's like a
Scroll wheel.
scroll wheel. And
Scroll
people were
wheel?
theorizing like when you switch weapons, you'd have to like push the buttons a bunch of times, but this one you
Flip it?
scroll it.
That's
Looks
interesting. It sounds like a mechanism that may break quite quickly.
Or like you're trying to get like a sword and oops, you got like something else because you scroll too fast.
We'll see how it goes, but nothing's
And then you die
confirmed.
and you get rage quit.
We'll see what happens when Nintendo finally does something. I think we'll see something about the NX in September. That's my prediction. Anyone else think so? Will?
About when we'll see more information about the
Anything.
NX.
We don't know anything about the NX.
I have no idea.
Are you still are you excited, Ryan?
They're being
for
too
the next-
secretive
if
for my
whatever
liking.
they're coming out with?
I think they have something special. They have to if they're not saying anything.
Yeah, it's got to be something really
It's
good.
got to be something weird.
The team they have working on is the same team that worked on the Famicom, right?
It's the same team making all their consoles.
No, okay.
That's so long ago. I use that as a reference.
I'm just saying. Jeez, relax, people.
I don't know. I
It's
think
hot
it's
in
going to be
here.
special. I know Encore's hopes are low,
Cut him some slack.
but I think it's going to be something special. Next, we have Blizzard and Dark Horse are releasing 6 free Overwatch comics. So are these digital comics?
Yes, they're
I'm
free.
guessing so.
Download them on Amazon, and if you have the Amazon Kindle app, you can read them, and they're really good.
You read them?
Yeah, I read all of them. There's
Ooh.
Farah.
Wait, they're already out though?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's number 6 is Torbjorn, and then there's Farah, the Indian chick Sumitra,
Symmetra.
Sumitra, and then there's a I forgot the pig's name. The pig and Junkrat are do like a dual thing.
The pig?
What's the pig's name?
The guy with the chain.
Oh, the Samoan. He's not a pig. Wow, I shouldn't have said that. That was awkward.
The pig.
He kind of does he look like a pig. He looks like a pig.
He
Is
kinda
that
looks
me?
like-
Is he, well, I think
I
one
thought
of
it was
his,
a pig too. I thought it was a hog.
Thank you. He's got a pig tattoo.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
That's what I
His
meant to
pig
say.
tattoo.
I think he always reminds me of those things from Warcraft, those giant zombies that chained you and brought you close. It was something that was over in not Warcraft 3, but go ahead.
Look at Tommy's
RTS?
face. What the fuck are you
What?
talking
What are you
about?
talking
fool?
Remember the zombie, the big fat zombie one that would chain you and pull you close?
Oh, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's from Warcraft 3.
It's in Warcraft 3.
Talking about the RTS.
Been
Yeah.
a while.
Tommy ain't a fan.
Tommy-
And then they also have Reinhardt, McCree, and one more.
Tommy
I
knows
forgot.
now.
I
Tommy
know what you're
remembers.
talking about. Yeah, it just hit me.
But they're really cool, and they're only like 7 pages, so you should read them.
I'll check it out.
McCree's
bad.
really good, and Reinhardt's really cool, and Torbjorn's really cool.
They have,
Did they have? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Will.
they have all this media and stuff that elaborates on the world of Overwatch, but why isn't it integrated into the game more? You only have that one intro.
Well, they're talking
It's kind
about
of like
adding
Destiny, isn't
campaign.
it? Yeah, like all the.
I know it's
Grimoire
similar,
cards.
but do you
It is
think that we
annoying.
learn from that?
Yeah, I think it's annoying too, which is why I try it because I really like Overwatch and I like the characters, which is why I spend a lot of time watching those videos online, reading their little bios, and reading these comics too. But it's just making it into like a little backstory to the game.
I mean, it is really cool that you hear the characters talk to each other, and each character interacts with another character in
Yeah.
a different way, which is really cool, and that kind of alludes to the backstory of the characters.
Does the Torbjorn comic have multiple Torbjorns in it
No,
as a defensive line?
only one Torbjorn allowed in the comic.
Interesting.
It's funny.
All right, Pokemon Go is go, like we talked about earlier. The day after the app launched, Nintendo had a share jump 10%. Making me money.
Ooh, 23 billion.
It's important to note that Nintendo themselves didn't actually develop the app. It was made by Niantic and the Pokemon Company in partnership. But Nintendo does own stock in both companies. And this has nothing to do with Nintendo's previous announcement to make mobile apps. I think it's another important thing to note.
Oh,
Very
nice.
cool.
So there's something else big on the way as
Well,
well.
they already announced that in the fall we're going to get a Fire Emblem app, and they said it should be an actual game, unlike Miitomo. So
Is
I'm
this
excited for that.
Is this picture I'm looking at Tyler?
No, it's not Tyler.
Oh,
That's a cool little. Yeah, I like that.
The picture we're looking at is a grown man dressed up like Ash
Grown
Ketchum walking
man.
through the street, looking at his phone, playing Pokemon Go.
kind of looks like
I
Tyler.
think
The guy, the Pokemon guy?
Yeah.
I
I
can
thought,
see
I thought
that.
you meant in the picture below. That's what I thought you were
With
doing.
both. We got a lot of Tyler lookalikes.
Both.
It's like when we used to see Sohils everywhere, and we had the library of Sohil, Cal State Forts in Sohil, Disneyland.
Sohil was Sohil was the most recognizable
Well,
person we saw.
It's because I have multiple doppelgangers.
generic GPA or DNA 101.
Dude, we went to Cerritos
So
Park
racist.
last night, and Cerritos Park we had to have walked into maybe over 100, 200 people that were playing Pokemon Go. Just
Cerritos
circling
Park
the
is huge. Is pretty big.
all the way from the skate park in the back, all the way to the river or the lake that they have, to the basketball courts. Everybody was playing this game.
Well,
There's-
people have been setting up on Facebook. I see events like
Yeah, event
Pokemon Go
pages.
meetups.
This Friday at Downtown Disney, there's a Poke Crawl.
Yeah, I heard that.
Ooh.
I heard that, I heard that
So far,
too.
500 people are coming.
That's pretty weird.
Hey, Uncle, you might meet a lady there.
I'm not going, dude.
So
Why?
Because I'm boring and I only do it for
Wait,
work.
is this Friday? This Friday?
Yeah, this Friday
What
Downtown
time?
Disney.
Those are the
What
best
time?
ladies, the
I
ones
think
that
it was
are
like
in
at
video
6
games.
o'clock.
6 p.m.?
I'll send you.
You
an
already
invite,
share a
Brian.
common interest. Why would you not go to this?
I don't have time.
I don't have time for love.
God.
I
Go-
love you,
go catch
but I
fake
don't
ass
love
Pokemon.
you.
Before we got distracted, their second app should excite Tyler. We have Animal Crossing. It's going to be
Ooh,
launched in the
I'm
fall.
so excited. I love Animal Crossing.
Oh my god, Animal
Well,
Crossing.
that's exactly
so
what it
one of
should
the
be.
best games
That's
ever.
where Animal Crossing belonged
That'll
to
be
begin with.
a perfect
Animal
Nintendo
Crossing
game
is a
for the phone.
perfect game for microtransactions.
Exactly. It was like
You want to?
I'm not going to
microtransaction
be
game
spending
before
any extra money on it.
No, you're
but
going to have to. Tom Nook's going to drain your bank account, Tyler.
I'm not that dumb. I'm
Shady
not
ass
gonna,
Tom Nook.
He's going to say, I upgraded your phone, Tyler. Give me some money. And then you can either harvest 100 turnips or you can just give him $1.
I'd rather harvest 100 turnips. I will not give them any extra money,
Alright.
even though I love the game.
No, Tyler, I think this will be the first time Tyler will pay for a microtransaction.
No,
Yeah,
I
you will.
won't.
You will
No, I
because
won't.
you're gonna need the shovel.
I don't give a shit.
You're gonna
Then
need
I
a
just
shovel.
won't play.
What if, Tyler, there's like a premium theme of home improvement
Yes. Do you
that
need
you
more
had to pay
bells?
for? It was only 99 cents. Would you buy it?
Are you
No.
just like
Tyler.
morally opposed to
I just
microtransactions,
don't
or you just
see a
haven't found
point
a
in
game
it.
that you like enough?
I think the only game I would actually pay money for, like extra money for, would be Final Fantasy VII.
What would you pay for in Final Fantasy VII?
I have no idea.
It's the
But
only
if I
way
were
the
to
game
pay-
makes money. Don't you want to support the developer if you really like it?
But if I buy the game, I'm supporting them.
No, you're not.
No, I'm just
Didn't
saying.
he just say it's free to play?
Yeah, it'll
Well,
be free to
I'm
play.
just talking about like if it's a regular game.
But this is
Oh,
only
okay.
free to play.
Yeah, but we're talking about free to play games.
I just don't care enough.
Would you pay for a golden Buster Sword?
No, that's fucking dumb.
You'd rather go to fucking Chipotle and pay $10 for
I
a
fucking-
disgusting burrito
I
rather
fucking love
than
Chipotle.
buy some cool ass shit on Animal Crossing.
Yes,
Tyler
because
is
I
doing,
love Chipotle.
Tyler is doing God's work with Chipotle because he's taking
I am.
advantage of that rewards program. He's going to get a Chipotle catered party.
That's true.
I'm very
I
excited.
think it's $250 or $240.
Yeah.
For the
Oh my
food.
god!
They said it. They say it feeds up to 20.
Ooh, it's going to be so good.
I thought you'd be into the merch. Get the baseball cap.
Well,
Did you get Chipotle soda for your
you get
birthday?
the merch as well.
Yeah, I
Oh,
did.
yeah,
Hey,
that was
nobody
good times.
So it stacks up. That's good.
I think it
You,
does.
except you and the baby.
Beachos. I was there for like 3 hours.
I know. We played volleyball. It was very
You
nice.
play volleyball?
Yeah.
Ryan didn't go.
I was there.
Oh,
I
and
didn't
Ryan
play
and
volleyball.
Tommy came.
I didn't see Tommy there.
So
though.
I got there after you ditched them
Tom
for
was
your
there.
other real friends.
Where'd you go after that?
I don't remember this day that well.
I remember because he had such good food. He had Chipotle there. He had like
I
Subway,
remember-
cookies, chips. It was like a fucking buffet.
I remember being there to the end and helping clean up.
You were not there
I
till
was
the end.
there to the end. I
You were
helped
not
clean up.
there till
I
the
helped
end.
clean up. I remember.
I helped clean up.
So
No,
Red Dead?
Brian was there and he helped molesting Sohil at the end.
Brian so went.
Probably.
Yeah,
he was there.
Oh, wow.
He was actually there till the end.
Yeah.
Ryan was.
I
not.
was there.
Brian was pretty weird with my mom and stuff. She's like, "Oh, what's wrong with Brian?"
That's just the way he is.
Yeah.
Caught a neck-ins.
To put it away. Next up
Not
on
gonna
our
put it
list,
away.
Red Dead Redemption was officially revealed and came out last Friday for Xbox One backwards
Encore.
compatibility. And then the day after it was announced, the game's listing on Amazon boosted 6,000% on their rating page.
Is it,
They look
is it a
pretty-
remaster or something?
No, it wasn't a remaster. Microsoft just announced that the backwards compatibility went live for it, so you can play it on your Xbox One.
Interesting.
Prices went up.
Say it,
It's
Encore.
like $30 on there.
Say it.
Really, that much?
Say what?
Yeah.
We're talking about Red Dead Redemption.
I know. What do you want me to say?
Are
But
you,
you always
something.
say
are you playing it on your Xbox One?
No,
Why?
because I played it on my PS3.
Encore.
Why would
You
it-
always say whenever we talk about Red Dead Redemption, they need to announce the sequel.
Oh, that's what you want me to say.
Yeah.
I thought I could have sworn they were going to announce it on Friday to coincide with the backwards compatibility. That made sense to me. Would have been a good business decision.
They would have.
They'll be fine, dude. Rockstar, anything Rockstar does.
Hey, they
It's gold.
got to have a turd once.
Manhunt,
What was that? State of Emergency? That game was garbage.
Max Payne 3.
Max Payne 3 is so good. Now, let's talk about the best game on PS4. The Witcher 3 has officially had a Game of the Year edition announced.
Yes.
They haven't said what's going to be in it, but I assume it's just going to be Witcher 3 with the expansion passes in there.
Yeah, just a cheaper version.
They'll probably give some kind of premium bonus content to try to get people to buy it, though. A statue, Geralt on a unicorn.
Oh my god, that unicorn.
Did you get a unicorn in the game?
You got to have sex on you.
You do in the DLC, you get to ride a unicorn.
Yennefer and Geralt have a history of having sex on unicorn, so that's like the running joke of the game. One of the running jokes.
Sex on a unicorn. The only way to do it.
Yeah.
Sex on a unicorn.
Kind of dumb. I don't like it. But Will should be happy about this next bit of news. No Man's Sky has officially gone gold after 4 years of development.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy,
baby.
so excited. The only thing I'm sad about is it's had so much hype. No matter how good it is when it's released, everybody's going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well,
excited
that's
about it.
because they hyped it up so much and then they never put anything out.
What's weird is they've completely abandoned it like the last year. They haven't talked about it at all.
Well, I'm sure they didn't expect it to blow up as big as it did. It's a little indie developer, and
Well, you think there should be a marketing push? It comes out in a month. We should have a marketing push right now, and there's nothing.
Should be.
I'm excited for the soundtrack.
I did.
I'm
see-
excited for the soundtrack.
I really
as well.
am.
The soundtrack does sound cool.
I did see some tweets from Sean Murray, and he had a VR headset on.
Oh, fuck yeah.
So that means
That'll be
we might
cool.
be getting something soon. I hope.
But do not see it as a bothersome sign that Sony's not backing it right now. Because they originally said they're going to treat it as a first-party title in terms of marketing, and they haven't shown anything.
I don't know.
Is that a sign that it's not going to turn out so hot?
I don't know.
Maybe they hyped it up too much and they're not going to be able to back it
They
up.
still got to sell it.
I know. I'm just
Like I
saying.
said.
Maybe they hyped it up so much, then they're not going to be able to. Like, it's not going to be able to do everything they
I
said.
have a strong feeling that what was the other game with the dog with the wings?
Last Guardian?
Last Guardian's not going to sell very well.
Oh,
either.
it's going to be gold day
Yeah,
one.
that looks
I'm
really
buying
good.
that one right away.
I
Is
am
anyone
too.
else besides Will going to buy No Man's Sky right away?
No,
No.
that doesn't look interesting.
So, yo?
No, I'm not going to buy it.
I might. I'm going to check out. If it gets like 9+ reviews,
These
then I'll buy
disappoint
it.
me, so Hill. I thought you were into space exploring games.
I'm not going to buy it day one.
If Will said it's really good, then I might buy it that week.
No.
If you say it's
Okay.
really good, I'll buy it.
I'll try to displace my bias for space simulation games.
What's the game
to give
that-
you a realistic review?
What's the one that's in beta or alpha right now that they're making that isn't No Man's Sky? It's like a space station game where you're like in space. I forget the name.
Adrift?
I don't think it's Adrift. It's one where you're like fighting with
Oh, I know what you're talking
starships.
about. The one on
Steam.
PC.
PC, yeah.
Oh fuck, I don't know the name. Hold on, let me look.
Yeah, that game looks really good.
Eve?
No, not
Valkyrie?
Eve. Not Eve. It's not out.
You just swallow really
Is it
loud.
made by
That's why
Sony?
I'm laughing.
Like I think the game like what I'm worried about like
Oh.
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen. That's
Yeah.
the game I really want to buy.
That game's been like
I know.
going forever.
It looks
It's not
really good
finished
though.
yet.
It looks
That
like it's
game's
gonna be
like
fun.
never gonna finish. It's like forever in development.
Yeah,
And it's gonna
'cause it's
launch
too
with
big.
VR support.
That game's got like a stupid amount of like Kickstarter crowdfunding
Did you
backing.
yeah, because there's so much stuff going on in it. Because they're like you can go on space stations and zoom out
Yeah.
and zoom out and zoom out and zoom out and zoom out.
No, that game's ridiculous because they sell you like spaceships, but you can like buy a spaceship for like $500.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
Dude, it's so cheap for a spaceship. Do you know how much NASA satellites cost? Stuff like that. Oh my god.
2 billion trillion.
like the No Man's Sky thing that makes me that I think it's gonna be weird is I want Will to tell me if it's not repetitive.
It
That's all
has
I'm
to be
wor-
repetitive.
That's all I'm worried about is like if I land on a planet, then I get off the planet, then I take off again, and then I land on the planet again. Will I be doing this continually? And if I will, I do not want to buy this game.
Look, it'll be free on
What's the
PlayStation
space?
Plus.
The space game that it will not be free on PlayStation
Colorado
Plus. At least not for a long time. The game that had The Sims.
Way to answer him so quick. It will not be PlayStation Plus for
At least not for a long time. Not like for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
So Hill, the game that was done by the guy that did The Sims.
Yeah.
And was this, where you evolve a creature and then it turns into a planet.
Spore?
Spore, yeah.
Spore. You remember
Spore.
the end game of Spore?
I don't remember the end game. I don't think I
Where
played
you go
it.
in space, you go planet to planet.
Yeah, okay.
I have a feeling it'll be similar to that, except you are actually going into the planets, looking and exploring the planets. So you just go planet to planet. I imagine it'll be similar.
I just hope it's not. I hope that you can do other things than just land.
Well, it looks like you can
name,
shoot things
land,
and have
yeah.
space
I
battles.
know you can
but
build things and stuff like that's kind of like Minecraft.
Ooh.
But we'll
I
find
love
out.
building stuff.
We'll find out in about a month.
we'll find out.
So I expect Encore to be very excited about this news, or he's going to be very unhappy. Bryan Cranston says Power Rangers movie is almost unrecognizable to the TV show and compares the change to Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy versus the Batman TV show with Adam West.
Ooh.
How do you feel, Encore? Does this excite you? Are you worried now?
They're gonna change up the whole mythology. I feel like it's not gonna be true to the old Mighty Morphin Power Rangers show. I still watch it though. I
But-
like Power Rangers.
So are you attached to the Power Rangers mythology?
I know.
That's
Yeah,
what-
you
I
should
don't
see my room.
understand.
You should see my room, dude.
Are you serious right now?
You have
Yeah.
a lot of
Power Rangers in your room?
I spent like $2,000 on
Bro,
fucking
you're the dorkiest dude in this. Oh my
What do you
God.
have?
It's talking about all the merchandise he's bought.
the original Zords and stuff like that. It was like remodeled, reissued, and like it's all die-cast metal. It's like collect. You don't. It's not toys. It's like actual. You play with it, like collect it.
Statues. What's the
Morpher.
most expensive Power Ranger paraphernalia you have?
The Thunder Zord.
What is that? Is that when they all got together and
Isn't a Thunder Zord like the giant dinosaur?
No, the Thunderzord was the second season. Remember when they all like it was the dinosaurs and then they went to the Thunderzord?
It was the green one, right? The green
Red.
one mixed.
It was red.
Red with mixed with the green. The
No,
ones. Then I don't know what you're talking about.
It was the second season. Anyways, that shit costs a lot. I had a gift card though.
There you go. Makes it better. The Russo brothers, directors of Winter Soldier and Captain America: Civil War, and they're directing the Infinity War movies, both of them.
Mm-hmm.
They are attached to make a Warrior show on Hulu. Is this the same thing I'm thinking about?
The game and the old, yeah.
You're making a TV show?
Come out to play, yeah, that one.
Ooh.
Is it going to be based on the different gangs that are in there, or is it the same people, or the same character?
Don't know.
Is Cyrus going to be in it?
That's the only information that's been out. I've never seen the old Warrior thing.
You should watch it. It's good.
Freaking no.
You've never seen that movie?
No.
That is a classic movie. That movie's so good.
Baseball Furies.
That one holds up really well. That's a good movie.
Tyler?
What?
Weren't you Baseball Fury too?
For Halloween?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
With Angel?
Yeah, me and Angel.
I saw this piece of news coming up. I had to double check this one because I was shocked that this is happening. Netflix greenlit a Lost in Space TV show for 10 episodes.
No.
Mac
Yeah.
LeBlanc, the old one, 1998.
Oh, dude, that's...
I remember
I was fucking in 5th grade, dude.
Do you remember how terrible the movie was?
when I was in 5th grade, I thought that movie was badass. 'Cause
Yeah,
of the song.
dude.
Did you guys ever watch the show?
No.
I liked it when I was. I
Oh,
liked
the
it.
show was so
How
good.
old are you, dude?
You never used to watch like Nick at Night when you were a kid?
I used
I
to
didn't have
watch
cable.
I used to watch Nick at
Oh.
Night.
Tyler's
And-
37.
And
I loved
Lost in
watching
Space
Nick
was
at
on
Night.
it. Like I used to love all those old shows. I used to watch them every night.
Dude, you had a luxury life with a cable, man. I didn't have that.
Shut the f***! It's $2,000
You watch
fucking
Nickelodeon,
Megazord in your room. Get out of here. Fucking guy.
I had to steal people's cable, dude. I had to go outside
Yeah.
and change the wires and
You
shit.
gotta do the Indian
So
style.
you did have it or you didn't have it?
No, I didn't.
Ankur, you probably shouldn't admit to felonies on the podcast.
It was in the past, man. He's changed. He's a changed man.
Yeah, I had to go outside and splice wires and
I'm
put them
gonna-
together as a baby.
Baptized.
I'm gonna get Ankur a
Indian
job.
baby.
People do change.
I'm getting Ankur a job at Homeboy Industries. Look
is
it up.
What's
Look it
that?
up. Look it up.
Is it where past felons become?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, I saw it on a TV show, didn't we?
yeah, it's so weird.
Was it on Undercover Boss?
No, it was something else. I think they found out that one of the homeboy industry like heads is actually like still part of a gang.
Oh,
I saw Homeboy Industries on a TV show. I can't remember what it was.
I like Homeboys the toys.
I don't know what that is.
There's
Those little figurines at the like
Those
the
are they're not homies, little homies.
little homies.
LIL apostrophe, lil homies.
Is it the God's apostrophe to the top?
Lil homies and Low Rider magazine. That was 8th grade for me.
All right, so
Go ahead.
Anybody gonna watch it?
probably
No,
not.
I'm not gonna watch
it. No interest in watching a Lost in Space TV show.
Yeah, but Netflix does some good shows.
If I hear it's really good, I'll get the first episode a shot.
I'll tell you it's really good, and then you just watch it, all right?
I don't trust you anymore.
After what?
I don't know. I don't.
After-
Okay, let's make your own opinions. Let's watch it ourselves.
Naruto or something, whatever we watched last time.
That was not.
It wasn't Naruto. We
The
didn't watch
Voltron.
Voltron.
Nagai.
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 So I'm excited for this. We have a new Rogue One trailer coming out this week. 3
Woo.
minutes long. Probably see some Darth Vader.
Yeah.
That's got to be a
3 minutes? Oh, it's bullshit. It's only 3 minutes. Should be longer.
Oh, no, that's the whole
Stupid, bro.
movie.
Fuck
You
that
ain't gonna
movie.
show the whole movie.
So dumb, ruining it.
I can't believe they're not showing more than 5
Fucking
minutes.
hate that shit.
Are they coordinating this with Celebration? Is that what it's coming out?
When is Celebration?
It's already in Europe.
Oh,
It's, I
London.
think in London.
but don't they do one here?
No, they don't do it whenever it's in Europe.
Oh,
So ours
So
is
it's like
every
every
other
other
year.
year?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think next year it'll be in Orlando, and then I think what they've decided to do with Celebration is that they're only going to keep it at the Disney theme parks. So it'll be Orlando, Disneyland, somewhere in Europe.
You're a Disney
Orlando,
probably.
Paris.
Disneyland, somewhere in Europe.
I think it'd be Paris.
Shanghai.
Euro Disney.
Barry.
Where'd they open that new Disneyland?
Hong
In
Kong.
Shanghai.
Did you
Oh,
hear about
Shanghai.
that? Did you hear about what happened when they?
Yeah, people
they
poop
How
opened
they're
up-
immediately pooping the
People pooping
flowers
everywhere.
and things.
Yeah, because
People
because
pooping where?
everywhere.
like there's like
everywhere.
the
In
bushes.
China, it's okay to poop in public.
It's not okay to poop in public. It's because they're so
Well, they
poor,
do it.
poop in public. Then what happens is people.
It is okay. You walked around the street in China and people are pooping in the streets.
I've never been to China, so I cannot.
So what happened is, they have pictures of people where they go into the bushes. You know how Disneyland has all those bushes and plants.
Some nice bushes.
There's like some kids going into the bushes, and their parents are like wiping their butts while they're taking a dump. And it's
What
like,
the fuck?
dude, you find it at Disneyland too. Whenever I used to work there, there would be family members
There
going
was
into
not
like
people pooping.
They were not pooping, but they were peeing.
In
Hey,
Anaheim?
no. I worked at Disneyland too, and I never saw
No,
anybody
pooping.
pooping.
You
No
worked
pooping.
in like the rocks and the.
Yeah, you worked in the
Camp Snoopy.
I
The
worked at
only
trash-
story-
Wait.
You were Chuck E.
You worked
Cheese
at
out
the
in the
jungle
boonies.
farm.
Get out of here.
no.
The only story I've heard of that happening at
rock
Disneyland
wall.
was next to Splash Mountain. Because
Listen.
there's no restrooms there, and there's no.
I
way.
never asked anyone. I never said anybody pooped. I said people pee in bottles. I had that happen to
in
me.
bottles.
I had a lady. I'll tell you the story.
A lady pee in a bottle?
Well, that
No, a
peeing
lady.
on
No,
walls.
listen. Wait, give me a damn second.
Okay,
So
go ahead.
damn, we're all gonna just. What up? What up? Give me a second. And then, so what I was gonna say is,
Does Disneyland not have toilets?
no, there was no rest. There was a restroom nearby, but I guess it was full. And this lady, her baby wanted to take a whiz. I think he's 3, a toddler, I guess. And so instead of him like peeing, he went to the place that says deliveries in the Emporium, which is that little doorway where you get like employees can go back and forth. And the lady had a little bottle, like a water bottle, like this, and she put it in his pee-pee in the hole of the water bottle.
In the hole.
And then she said,
She went in the hole.
the kid started to pee, and I came around the corner. And I said, "Ma'am, you can't do that here." And she went. The baby went, "Oh no!" And he pulled his pee-pee out and peed on his mom.
Good.
How
good.
long were you watching
Good.
them?
I just turned the corner and it was there.
You saw a lot of detail for just turning the
I know
corner.
that. Well,
There's a
he
lot
was
of
describing what he didn't see in the
Well, I guestimated this penis wasn't in the
Yeah,
bottle
that's
all
what I
day.
mean.
Maybe he was so shocked that it took him like a second to realize what was going on. I mean, that's not something you see every day.
Oh.
And I was like, "Ma'am, there's a restroom right around the corner." And she's like, "Okay."
Put that thing away.
A lot of,
I
a lot
saw
of
kids
weird
pee their
things.
pants, but I've never.
People had sex at Disneyland.
I've seen people have sex at Disney.
Yeah.
A lot of weird stuff happens at Disneyland. I heard of a person once that would go in the bathroom and just push people who were peeing in the urinals and then run out.
Was that you?
That was me.
Tyler pushed some random person.
Yeah, because I thought it was Jeff because we did a drunk Disneyland trip one time, and I don't remember much of the night, but Jeff had this tendency that night to just push me and Ryan into the urinals.
So your face touches the
So
pee
face-
wall.
Yeah, so it was just really disgusting, and I thought Jeff was next to me, but it was some random dude. So as I finished real quick, and as I turned to leave, I just shoved this guy really hard, thinking it's Jeff. I just take off, and then Jeff's already outside.
What did you do at that
And then we
point? Run
ran.
away?
Yeah, we just ran.
Tyler was
Just
so
walk really
scared.
fast?
He
I
was so
I was
scared.
so scared.
The weird. There's like so many weird things that happen there because I think like the weirdest people are attracted to that park.
Because there's so many people. You're
There's
bound to get some weirdos.
Yeah.
There's so many people there.
Dude, there's like a couple that comes there every single day. The one with the big hair, the tall guy in the hair. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
This
about.
one guy. This
Thank
comes
you,
every
you
day.
know. It's a couple. Girl with hair, like
Yeah, I remember her when I worked there too. I totally
Really?
remember.
Yeah,
yes,
they're
I
always
totally
there.
remember her. They wouldn't rehire me because I didn't return a belt when I quit the first time.
Damn. your belt is quite expensive.
They obviously just didn't like you. That's why they.
Well,
didn't
no,
hire
because
you
I go
again.
in there, I say, "Oh, I want to reapply," and then she types in my name, and she's like, "Oh, actually, no, I took an Indiana Jones hat and a belt."
More of
She's
the
like,
story
you,
unfolds.
you have to return those or pay like $65.
So did you pay him to get the job back?
So you kept him?
I just left.
Wow.
Do you still
Well,
have
no,
You're talking about
complain
Tyler
about
here.
it.
You're talking about a
I
person
don't
that will
know,
not
okay.
pay $1.
No
So-
job's worth
no job.
$65.
I don't know.
You want $65 for me to work here?
Fuck you. I'm out of here.
Stop your job.
No. I was gonna reapply just as a part-time thing, so I already had a job.
Oh, that was a while. Yeah, I
Is
remember.
that Tower Records?
How long was it after the fact?
I think. Well, I
Less than
quit.
6
I
months?
quit in 2006, and then I think I went back in 2009.
Damn, they hold their grudge,
Really?
don't they?
I thought it was like after a year that drops off.
Fuck, not for me.
Nice.
Just for fun, you
Not
should
for
try to apply
thieves.
again and see
I
if it comes
should.
up again.
It's probably gone now.
That'd be so fun.
Wait,
You
you've
still
heard
have
about?
the hat?
Yeah, I do. Wait, have you heard Annie Atkins' story about Disneyland?
Did she poop
What
herself?
happened?
Well, no. Okay,
Oh,
so
please.
she she worked there for like 2 years, and then she just abandoned her job. And then when I go to apply the first time, she comes with me to go get rehired, and it was like a 4-hour process of all this interview and everything. And then Annie went through this whole interview process. After the 4 hours, they told her, "Oh wait, no, you abandoned your job. You can't get rehired." After 4 hours of interviews.
Hey, she abandoned her job,
Hey.
so if they waste her 4 hours of time, I don't feel bad.
No, she wasted somebody's time. Somebody had to work extra. 'cause
God
Annie
damn it.
decided to stop going to
Yep.
work.
Mm-hmm.
So next we got James Wan teases that the setting for Conjuring 3 will take place in the 80s. I'm excited for more Conjuring.
How was the second one?
I'd rather see.
I love
one.
the second one. It was really good. Felt
I-
like it was on par with the first one.
Not even.
Is Conjuring
dude.
better than?
Did you fall asleep, Encore?
No, I watched
Insidious?
that shit.
Ooh.
I
Wait,
had
I
some
think we
drunk-
talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
That's what
I thought it was cringy. And him singing Elvis and stuff. I'm like, what the
That's
fuck
so
is
good.
this?
That was a tender moment.
No.
You
That
didn't
was a
fall asleep
tender
though. That
moment.
means
No,
something.
man. Come on.
My
You're giving
eyes
too
were-
much for that. No.
My eyes were glued to the screen.
Your eyes were glued to. I don't know, dude. No, come on.
Sorry for liking good on movies.
It was not good. First one was good. This one, no.
How much money did the second one make?
Well, less than the first one.
No, you didn't like it?
No,
you
it
didn't like
wasn't.
There we go.
He's singing fucking Elvis
You don't like people
in a
singing
room.
Elvis?
Like,
He's bringing.
I do, but it doesn't go with the film.
It does go with the film, Encore.
It's
the
horrible.
All these children are
Hey,
going through.
hey,
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 let me finish. Don't
hey,
cut me off.
hey,
Don't you cut me
hey.
off.
You're getting way too loud.
This is one time Encore's loud.
Because Encore doesn't want to hear reasoning.
Go ahead.
The whole family, the children, are suffering in this house. And he wants to bring the joy of music into the house, but the record player's broken.
Okay,
He
it
sings-
doesn't go with the film, dude.
It does go with the
No,
film.
it doesn't.
I repeat.
Because the whole point is that these people are doing this to help the family. That's why they're there.
Ah, he's a good dad.
Then they leave and they come back, and it was bad, dude. Come on, please.
Fantastic.
The best thing about that movie was the nun.
I think it was mediocre at best.
Did you see it?
Of course I did.
Tyler, what do you think?
I haven't seen the second one. I like the first one.
Well, say something and fucking defend me, I guess. I don't know.
All right, so our next piece of news is that it's been confirmed that Star Trek Beyond's Sulu, how do you spell his first name? Hikaru Sulu. There's a scene where he is living with his gay husband. And I guess in the original TV show, the character wasn't gay, and they're doing this as a kind of
Like an homage to him.
an homage to George Takei. But George Takei himself wasn't happy about this. He said that it doesn't really fit with the universe.
Right, because it wasn't gay in the show.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was interesting.
I could care less.
I care less either. I think it's
I don't
nice.
I think they're just doing it for points. I don't know.
How is
Seems
it,
like it.
How is it gonna move the movie forward?
It's not. It's just being there. It's progressive. It's progressive for our society.
How is it gonna make the story better? How's it gonna make
It makes the character deeper. Sulu is barely.
Star
done
Trek's
anything in
always been
movies.
about integrating progressive things into it to kind of show,
Not the movie.
this is the way we should be.
Why
Yeah,
not?
but the
Encore?
TV
Well,
show how it was.
Yeah, but this
Don't
is the
they
movie
want
I'm-
to? Don't you want to make the movie the way the TV show is?
Nope.
So you want the movie to be Star Wars?
Star Trek, the show is different. I like the movies on their own, like the cinematic universe of the movies. It's different from the show. I like those separate.
But they share the same universe.
What are you
They were in the
talking
same
about?
universe,
Yes,
and
they do.
You make
They
no
do.
sense.
They show in the first movie they share the same universe.
The original
The
movies
time
had
travel.
a similar theme too, like with the relationship with the Klingons. That was
Mhm.
about
Leonard Nimoy was in the
racism and all
movie.
these other subcontexts to it had
yeah,
to it.
that's Leonard. Dude, this is a side character. Like, it's not gonna move them damn.
He's
movie
important.
forward.
He flies the
Yeah.
ship, man.
He's so important.
Did you see the scene they're talking about? The
Is it
him and
because
his
he's gay
lover
on
or
board?
somebody is gonna have a baby or something? Like, what does that do? How does
Well,
that move the?
Go see the movie and you'll find
I am.
out.
Don't worry
It's
about
an
it.
alternate universe.
I'll pay more than $5.
I'll pay
Speaking-
$5.
Speaking of movies being progressive, there was a preview about some PTA ladies with Mila Kunis and
Oh, bad
Christine
moms.
Applegate. Bad moms, yeah. There was not one fucking dad in that entire PTA meeting.
Oh,
Just saying.
That's pretty accurate.
we
That's
should all
some
stand
bullshit.
up, guys. Yeah.
I stay home all day. I don't work. Okay? Mm-hmm.
What a statement.
Progressive ass bullshit Hollywood. Fuck them. I said it.
Speaking of Hollywood, the Lego Movie Part 2 is now set for February 8th, 2019.
Speaking
How big of a delay was that? When was it originally coming out?
18, I think.
It's a little.
Oh, it's the whole year? They delayed it a whole year?
Something like that.
That's a long delay.
Well, those guys are doing.
Well,
the-
isn't it all like stop motion?
They
I don't
probably-
know.
they
It's
probably-
3D animation made to look like stop
Yeah.
motion.
Ah,
but the
okay.
directors are doing the Han Solo movie, right?
Mm.
And they're doing the Spider-Man animated movie also.
Why they gotta do that? Why do we need an animated Spider-Man movie?
Because the original animated Spider-Man was amazing.
Not well, the original from the '60s or the one from the '90s.
No, the one from the 90s
No,
is
excuse
amazing.
me. God damn.
How old is this guy?
You know what I'm talking about because I talk to you all the time about it.
No. I
No,
just,
wait.
Smart
You
ass.
had to clarify. You
I'm
said
clarifying
original.
for the podcast.
Smart ass fuck.
You had to clarify.
Yeah,
I'm
fuck.
clarifying
Oh, hey, wait,
for
relax.
the damn podcast.
From Fox Kids.
I prefer the
I think my
MTV
favorite
show.
is the 90s one.
I agree.
like
The one from the 90s.
No, the
my favorite too.
MTV one was the best one.
No, what the?
I like that one too.
Oh,
That one was
Patrick
so
Harris?
What MTV one?
There was that
This is-
MTV
this is
one.
like a-
It was
dude.
so good.
It was like a CGI thing.
Yeah, it was like
really
pseudo
good.
3D. It was really
Oh.
cool.
Neil Patrick Harris played Parker.
Oh, can we not talk about
Really?
Neil Patrick
Yeah.
Harris?
I didn't
That
know.
guy. Ugh.
Ultimate Spider-Man was cool too.
I didn't watch that one. Is that the one that came out after the MTV one?
I don't know when that one came out.
I think it was like early 2000s, maybe 2001, 2002.
And yes,
Want to hear something funny? Back then, when that thing came out, like I didn't have a way to record the episodes, so I would take my camcorder and point it at the fucking TV.
Wait, you didn't have a VCR?
We get a camcorder.
I couldn't
Times were
record the
tough.
TV.
It's so easy.
Wait, listen,
All you do is hit record.
Tyler,
with the
you're
blank
talking about the
VHS
guy
tape.
that didn't have cable, so he spliced some wires together.
Well, exactly. So that should make it that much easier for him to record on it.
I don't know. For some reason, I couldn't
VHS tape.
record it. So, and the Stripperella was
He's just
on at the
dumb.
time, and
Stripperella.
that Red and Stimpy came back.
Ooh.
So I
Wait.
fucking took my camcorder and like put it
Wait.
on the tripod so I can record the episode.
Wasn't that
Sound quality.
wasn't that only like 10 years ago?
2003, maybe.
Ren and Stimpy came back like
13
No, I
years
think
ago.
it was about 2003 when they came back.
We were out of high school
No,
when
it
they came
wasn't.
back.
No.
No, it
were
was,
still in
it
high
was
school.
2003. It's 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Sophomore year. Yeah, I didn't have a VCR or something was up, so I wanted to record it.
The most
that's what
ghetto way
happened.
Were
to
you
do it.
selling? Were you selling these on your little shop?
No,
side
I-
shop?
It's on the sidewalk, hawking DVDs.
Damn, Sloan still has a VCR.
Stripper
He
level.
I
still
had it
uses
too.
it.
I still have VCR.
Of course you do.
I just got rid of like 3 of them.
How old is this guy?
I still have a VCR.
I have it to watch Star Wars. That's why I have it.
I can't
the
believe,
original cuts
I
of Star
can't believe Will still has a VCR.
Why?
Why?
Will's like bleeding edge, cutting edge tech over here.
Well, you gotta have a way to consume your old ancient media, like
He's got a
those old
museum.
Star Wars movies.
Yeah, like the original cuts of Star Wars. That's really the only reason I still have a VCR.
Is it going
Because
to
I
kill
like
you
watching-
not to watch them for the
Just
rest
the
of your
Star
life?
Wars.
Like,
No, I watch Star Wars all the time. The
You
original
got a lot of
trilogy.
spare time.
Yeah, bro.
I don't have a lot of. God, you guys are
How old are you?
How old is this guy?
Tyler's 37. He's almost over the hill.
29. 29.
I mean, the guy like
29 plus.
What's wrong with liking old things?
That's fine, Tyler.
No, because
don't-
everybody fucking jumps on me about it.
Speaking of
it's
old
nice
things,
to like retro things. We like retro games, right?
it's very important to be connected to our past.
Exactly. Thank you, Ryan.
Assassin's Creed has taught us that much that we
Oh
must
my God.
explore our past. And speaking of Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft has said that they don't expect it to make a lot of money.
Worst tie-ins.
They're seeing the movie as a way. They're,
Are you done?
That was a fantastic tie-in, by the way. Skillfully done. So Ubisoft sees the movie as a way to bring more awareness to the brand and not expecting it to be a big moneymaker.
I think it already has awareness, don't you say?
Yeah, so I think they're just making an excuse because they don't have a lot of confidence.
I don't think I think they went into the same mindset with Ratchet and Clank, because what did that movie achieve?
But that, I think they were trying to coincide a launch. It was they're helping each other. The reason the Assassin's Creed movie exists is because the game was so fucking popular.
This is brand awareness. I think it
Yeah.
helps.
But no, they made this movie to make money. You don't make a movie. You don't make a $200 million movie to bring brand awareness.
Whoa,
That's
where'd you
true.
get that?
As long as you can make up, like they did make up the money on Ratchet and Clank, right?
They probably lost a lot of money on that.
You think so?
The movie probably didn't make any money.
I thought it
think-
would at least
no.
break even.
No, I don't think it got close to breaking even.
Oh,
Speaking of
did you look at it?
Warcraft,
What about Warcraft?
it's at 400 million now.
It's better and better.
400 million is pretty good.
Tommy,
How much in China? How much in
Yeah,
China?
that's what I was gonna ask too. How
I
much
don't
in China?
It's probably all in China.
350 million in China.
Yes.
Well, it's like 180, 150 million dollar budget, so
For the whore.
it's a success, I think. Guess right.
It's a
And how
goddamn
much-
success if I ever call.
How much local? That's
Over
what
here, it made
happened, too.
46 though. I think at end of this year, China is going to be the main film like people.
The biggest moneymaker?
Yeah,
Oh no. This is the end.
I think this is a big exception to the rule,
No,
considering how
oh.
much of a Blizzard is a big thing over there.
no, it's
it happens all the time.
Yeah, it's a lot of movies now.
a lot
Is
of
it?
time. Yeah.
What other movies are doing really well over
Pacific
there?
Rim.
X-Men. Yeah.
Pacific Rim.
Other
Like,
than Avatar?
China saved Pacific Rim.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
I love Pacific Rim.
And they say
I'm really
more.
excited for the
I did
sequel.
too.
That's why pretty much every movie we see now, there's always like a significant Asian actor or actress in it. Let's move on to our first topic of the week. We're going to talk about Fury.
The whole soundtrack was kind of like an 80s feel to me.
80s.
Yeah, it's got a throwback 80s
Yeah.
action movie feel to it.
Let me finish it.
I did.
No, I didn't finish.
I
it.
couldn't-
couldn't.
finished it,
I didn't
Encore?
finish. I beat the
Yes.
second
You're
boss.
lying.
I need
I
to ask
finished
you,
it too.
Jeff. I
On
need to
easy
ask
mode?
you.
Of course.
How far are you
I
when you
got
get to
time for that hard
the
stuff.
red guy?
Little red guy.
The guy that has a samurai sword as well, a katana.
Oh, so we're
Oh,
spoiling
I
this.
think
Yeah,
there's.
he's-
I think
he's
there's.
red-
I think there's one more boss after that one.
Okay. That's where I am on regular difficulty.
I'm on Father Time. Finish the game?
Yes.
On what mode?
Easy.
So it's too hard for you?
Oh god.
Yes.
Yes.
What was wrong with it? Why is it so hard?
So I beat the first the jailer. I think his name was.
Yeah, is
I
that
beat him normally. I mean, after
He's like the tutorial fight.
I've never played a game like this before where it's just boss battles. So I didn't. I thought that these bosses are supposed to be like kind of easy. It takes you 2 or 3 minutes to beat them. No big deal. Whatever. But It took me like 25 minutes to beat this guy. I was like, what the fuck, man? There's no way I'm gonna play this whole game doing this shit. But then I played I forgot what her name is, but she has like that wheel on her.
Yeah.
Pink one. Yeah, the pink one.
She's the prisoner.
Yeah.
The prisoner.
She was difficult.
creepy.
She was hard, but I beat her.
I beat her on my first try.
I beat half of her, and then I died, and then I beat
Ryan's
half
so
of her
good.
again, and then died, and then I died again. I was like, man, fuck this. So I put on easy, and then the game was like, are you sure you want to do it on easy? It's pretty easy. And I
You don't
was
get
like,
shit
damn,
for
dude. And then I clicked like yes, and it said, are you sure? Because you can't go back. And I was like, okay, yes. Then I beat it, and it was so fucking easy. It was a joke. I didn't die again the whole game.
Was it not fun at all?
It was cool because I liked the variety of bosses that it had. They're actually really cool bosses. Some of the later ones, like the guy in the sewer, was like my favorite boss.
He was
He
so
was fun.
easy.
So what do you
He
guys?
was so easy. But yeah, you can't change it back to medium difficulty. I was like, man, this sucks.
That samurai guy was the hardest though. I died a lot.
Which one? The red guy that he's talking about? Or the jailer?
one, the last one before the second to last one.
Yeah, that's one Will's
Yeah,
on
that
right
shit
now.
was hard.
I really dig the difficulty. I think it makes it intense, especially when your health bars are getting real close, and then if you beat them, you get your health back. Makes
Yeah,
it intense.
didn't
but
you
not only
Makes it
that,
fun for me.
not only that, if you block a hit, you get
Get a little
health
bit,
back.
yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
you
fun.
do?
I just,
I hated when you got hit and then you died and like look get up slowly and shit. I was like, fuck it.
same thing.
And
Yeah.
walking around
person
slow,
that
that
has
was
it-
annoying as
That
fuck.
gives you time to get
Yeah,
your
Yeah,
anger.
the boss battles are so intense. It's a little breather, and you get a backstory while you do it.
I
It's
don't
the
know.
only way
I
you
want to
can
get back into it and fight again.
You need to like take some time to reanalyze your strategy because
Yeah.
each time you played,
I like the
strategy is
backstory they
different.
give to the next boss that you're facing. You're walking along, you're hearing a story as you go through, and you're getting some backstory about the boss, and you have some context when you actually start the boss fight.
I did like that you can just press X and he would walk by himself.
Oh yeah, because the controls are so
wait,
weird
You
when
can
you
do
do it
that.
normally.
You
Yeah.
can push X.
Yeah, like walk into walls.
Auto
'cause
walk.
It's not even meant to. I think
Fuck.
they just threw that in last minute.
Why don't you tell people that?
That's so annoying because like the camera angle changes.
And you're going
so
backwards,
You
yeah.
gotta wiggle the joystick to get
Yeah.
back. It's
You're just like
it's
Resident
terrible.
normal-
Resident Evils too. That's
in-
the same thing.
In the Resident Evil though, it would change when it changes direction. This one, no matter what, it stays the same. So you're like, okay, wait,
Yeah.
It
it
was terrible.
feels so weird.
I'll be so happy just to hold X and walk now.
This game was a really fun game. I really
You don't
liked
hold
it.
X, you just press it, and then you do it.
I just wish I knew what I was getting myself into before I changed the difficulty.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that people generally spend a lot of time on these bosses. I thought I just sucked balls.
You could have played.
No,
it
it's
again.
all about learning through repetition. What that samurai guy says, perfection is habit.
I was well into the easy mode at that point. I was like 4 bosses deep then.
You
The
can't-
story gets pretty good after.
You
after
can't
a while.
start the
So
game over in medium. Sorry, I'm just asking.
Yeah, I can start it over, but I mean, I don't know.
How many bosses?
Did
are
you
there?
unlock Furier difficulty
No.
when you played
You
through
don't
on
unlock
easy?
anything on easy mode.
Yes, you do.
Would you unlock?
You get trophies for like lighting your guy up.
Oh, okay.
Trophies have nothing to do with the actual game difficulty you can unlock.
Well, do you remember you beat it? Like you don't. What does it say at the end? You don't get anything because you played on easy.
You play on easy too?
Yeah. I don't got time for that fucking hard stuff. Wait,
Yeah, it said
after you
that.
beat it,
Yeah.
did you go around?
Yeah.
Did you go in the little thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
I
there's
didn't-
more.
Yeah, I did
Yeah.
all that shit.
So
That shit was hard enough on easy. I don't understand how the fuck you would do that
The
on
fucking head?
you gotta learn.
My
You gotta
God.
learn, Jeff.
Dude, I
gonna
died
learn
like
today.
4 times on easy mode. There's no way I could do that on hard mode.
Yeah.
The
I
sniper
did
was
more than
the boss
samurai.
I had the most difficulty on.
Oh, that
Where
was
the
easy.
last phase,
We played on easy. She had like 3 health bars.
the last phase is when it goes all crazy. I was like, what the fuck?
See, the problem with easy mode too is that on medium mode, you and the boss have about the same amount of health bars, but on easy mode, it takes like 3 of theirs and adds it to yours.
Oh my god.
Oh wow, that's so many.
And then they make him like super dumb. So it sucked because I went and replayed the second wheel boss on medium because I beat the first and the second on medium. And I was like, dude, I didn't even see half of her attacks that she did to me. They're really cool.
I think what makes that sniper boss thing so much more difficult is when you were playing it and all those little lines went out. It was just balls, right? It
Yeah.
didn't have any lines.
No.
Okay, you have a little line, so you have to time your little jump
Yeah.
No,
around
I
those.
hate the dash.
Yeah,
Why?
Because it has like a weird delay to it. Like you push
Yeah.
it and he doesn't move for like.
Yeah, so it's all about dashing. You have to
But it's
dash
like
through all
real. It's
those
like him
things.
like getting.
I don't like I don't like the parts where you can't like maneuver unless you dash because there was that. Remember the lady with the second boss
With the wheel?
Yeah, she had. That's the only one I got to.
Oh, you wait till the end for those dashes.
But she was sending out all the lines that you had to dash through. Remember
Which
those-
boss are you talking about?
The second one. She sent out all these lines that you had to dash over that you cannot get past
Yeah, you
unless you
can.
dash.
You can
No.
run. You can run to the outside.
Oh, that's so hard to do though. versus
I
just
barely
dashing.
remember that one.
remember.
But the sniper one, you have the circles coming from the boss, and then you have the little blue things you have to go through too. So it's like separated into like a pie. So you can only go into certain parts, and then you have little bots that show up on the sides doing their own thing. That's when it gets really crazy.
No, this game's probably gonna be
You
too
played
much
this
for
on
me.
medium?
You just
Yeah.
wait till the head.
I
You
just-
wait till the head.
So far, I don't think it's hard, but I only did 2 bosses, so
Same here.
we'll see. We'll see. So you beat it, Jeff. Was the story good?
Yeah. At first, I thought the story was kind of slow, and it was just so that's all I do is just I'm trying to escape. And then after you beat it, then it takes an interesting turn.
Builds in the good stuff.
Yep.
Does the bunny get interesting? Or is he a rabbit? What is
Nah,
he?
Dummy
Nothing
Dark
happens with him.
Reject.
In the end, I was like, oh, he's got to like have a twist at the end or something.
there is a twist to the kind of a twist. It's more of like a choice, but
I did both.
huh?
I did both.
Well, you did.
Yeah.
What was the difference? Was it like a big difference between the two choices?
Spoiler.
Just say if it was a big difference. Just say if it was a big
I know this guy with the
No.
spoiler talk over here.
Okay.
There wasn't a big difference between the choices.
Yes.
There was.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh man,
There's a big difference.
I might play it again then.
You
So-
can just go back and continue it. That's what I did. I didn't
Oh, really?
play twice.
You just said you played twice.
Uncle don't got
No,
time
I
for
don't got
that.
time for that shit. You go back, credits. You do the first thing. You go back and continue it, and I. did it, so, yeah.
Oh,
But-
nice.
you know,
See, now imagine if you spoiled it. You would never want to go back now.
I would still play. I could care less
Yeah.
if he spoils it.
So,
Restrictions.
Do we think this is a good PS Plus game?
Yes,
I agree. I liked it a lot.
best PS Plus game since Rocket League.
I never even heard of it until they announced that it was coming out.
right when it was launching.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Did you like it, Will? You good?
Yeah, I
You
loved
happy?
it. It was really
I enjoyed
good.
it.
I haven't played a game like it has on normal difficulty. It has just the right difficulty, in my opinion, for you to get frustrated, say "fuck" to the screen,
That was me.
and then leave, and then you think about it later, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna give it another shot, and then come back in, and then you beat it, and then you have that satisfaction. Oh, I achieved something. I
Your heart
got
rate
better.
returns to
Yeah,
normal.
and then get to the next boss, and the circle repeats.
The anger.
Yeah, it's like fuck this game and leave. Come back a little while later, and then you finally get over it and go to the next boss.
Pink 50s, Grandma.
Who's
Yeah.
your favorite boss, Will?
My favorite boss, the second one, I think, because the phases were so different. Like it was changing so much with every phase. Like all like the little wheel thing she was rolling around on, she
Yeah.
destroyed that, and then the thing on her head changed. I thought that was the most interesting boss as far as each phase, even though it was very easy compared to the later ones.
I can't even imagine beating the sniper on medium difficulty.
It was hot pain.
Nor can I imagine beating the last one.
I hope I
No
get to
way.
it and I can just text you saying that was fucking easy.
That bitch was hard.
That one girl boss with the wings made me feel guilty.
Why? She's a bitch.
Because she started out all nice. She's like, stay
Yeah.
here with me. I'll take care of you.
She's a shitey little bitch. He's like, "Where are you going? You don't walk away from me."
I gave you a choice. No, I have no choice.
He's like, "Oh, now I gotta fuck you up." Sorry.
Did you check out the speedrun mode, Will? When you unlock?
2 hours and 12 minutes. That's what it
Did
says.
you check it out?
And I haven't checked it out. Don't you have to beat it to unlock that
Oh, I
one?
thought you beat it.
No, I'm to the second to last boss.
that speedrun mode is going to be difficult.
Is it on medium or is it just any mode at all?
I think it would be
You
on.
have to beat it on medium
Yeah.
difficulty, I think. If you don't unlock the Fury difficulty on easy, I would assume that doesn't unlock them either.
The game makes you feel so bad and stupid for playing on easy. It's
Wait a
kind of
minute.
annoying.
So, if
I don't think
is there
so.
difficulty above medium? I wonder how hard that would be.
Fury.
Yeah, I'm curious.
That's so bad. The second boss.
I'll never unlock that
You
mode.
probably get like one.
I'll give it a
health.
try and see what it's like.
You get 1 square health, no dash.
I will never ever try to get that unlocked.
I'll
But I
check.
have a feeling it's way too difficult.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it out just to see what it's like.
Too difficult for.
You seem to
platinum
have a knack for
awards?
the timing on those counters. If you didn't die at all, because I died probably 5 times by the time I got to the second boss.
I'm
So you have a knack for the timings, probably.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sorry.
think it's pretty easy to get the parries because they get the audio and visual cue.
Do you think that if we made a competition between you and Will
No,
for this platinum, who would win?
That is going to be a very hard platinum.
not going for that one.
No, I don't. Unless
much
Ryan,
frustration.
if Ryan consents, I will.
Oh,
But I have a feeling
All
he's
right.
not going
he's
to.
put on the
All
spot.
right, I'm gonna beat Will to platinum.
Oh,
this?
so it's
On
on.
Fury?
I'm
For
gonna
this?
beat Will to Fury platinum.
If the Fury Platinum is happening, then we will
Is there gonna be
end
a bet?
all the I think end all this platinum talk if you guys can do
I-
this.
I really don't think Ryan's going to be able to do it.
The platinum to end all
Oh.
platinum. This game's fucking hard.
Oh,
I'll buy Will a beer if he beats me to the platinum.
I'll buy you a beer.
All right.
All right, there we go. That's
Wow.
How about
That's a good one.
how
So
about the
interesting.
winner buys everyone else a beer?
No, I'm only buying Will a beer.
We're not in the
Takes us to
competition.
Hey,
wild.
shut up.
What are you
Exciting one here.
what are you doing for a beer, Tommy?
Hey, I'm watching.
Okay.
Then I'm not
witness.
interested in this competition.
Jeff, come on, free beer.
No, just them two. And then one beer. Come on.
All right.
Hey man,
Better
beer.
than
What
nothing.
might
It's better than
spike
nothing.
the beer.
Give it a sip.
What's something?
We'll check it out when the time comes.
Tickle the beer with your tongue.
Okay.
So, speaking of checking things out, let's move on to topic number 2. Check it out on Adult Swim. Tyler, this was your suggestion. Why'd you bring this to us? Tell us about Check It Out.
I love this show, and it's part of the Tim and Eric franchise, I guess you could say. And I just think it's hilarious, and I want everybody to know about it and love it as much
So-
as I do.
How did Tim and Eric start? I really want to know why do they have this job? Because
I don't. Well, I mean, I think they originally started on Adult Swim with Tom Goes to the Mayor.
Mhm.
I think that was their first thing. I could be wrong though. And then after that ended, then they did Awesome Show, Great Job, or Tim and Eric Awesome Show, Great Job, and then they did and then they did Check It Out as like an offshoot because Steve Brule is part of that Tim and Eric universe.
So-
he did little things on Tim and Eric.
So was the Mayor show? Was that like a legitimate show? Did they try to make something?
No,
good?
that show's
No.
stupid too.
I don't think it's as good as the Awesome Show, Great Job, but yeah, it's whatever.
I always wonder how
It's an animated thing. It's animated.
do
in
they
a way.
have kids? Do Tim and Eric have kids?
I think Tim does. I don't think Eric does.
Dude, what do their fucking kids think when they watch this shit? When
I
they
have
watch
no
their
idea.
dad like sucking wieners and getting naked and
I'm
doing
sure they
weird
don't
shit.
show
I'm sure
it.
their
Weren't
kids
they
don't
on the
watch
show?
that.
Were they on the show?
I don't
Their
think so.
parents? No.
With all the internet, they have to have seen these shows.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they take it home and say, "Hey, Dad, you want to see
Fucking
the latest
weird,
episode?"
man.
I think that Eric guy was on Master of None with Aziz Ansari.
He might have been. I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
he's
they
weird as
direct
hell on
music
that, too.
videos and other TV
Oh.
shows.
Aziz is so funny.
I'd like to see them try to like if they actually can act in any way.
No, Tim Heidecker. He was in I think he was in a movie called The Comedy or something like that, and it was a drama. It wasn't a comedy at all.
Was he actually a decent actor?
I haven't watched it, but I heard it was pretty good, and he does a really good job.
Could you look at him and not think of Tim and Eric though?
I could, yeah.
I don't think I could.
He was in the guy that plays Steve. I guess he's in what's that? Gangs in New York, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
John
have
C.
no-
Riley?
yeah, John C.
Oh,
Reilly.
okay.
Yeah.
We're talking about John.
The guy
C.
that plays Steve, right?
Yeah,
John
Dr.
C.
Steve
Reilly.
Brule. Yeah.
I want to know. Do you know how they got John C. Riley to do this?
I'm assuming they were just friends. I mean, John C. Riley's done weird things. He was on the Tenacious D show.
But that's
Come on,
like
back in the '90s.
there's like a commitment to this. He's been doing this.
But he's
for
been doing
years.
weird
well, I mean,
stuff
if you're
for a
friends with him, I mean,
long time.
if you look at Tim and Eric, like Jonah Hill was on it, Chef Goldblum,
Jeff.
yeah, and then Rainn Wilson from The Office was on it. Has done some stuff with Tim and Eric. I mean, they have a wide range of friends, it seems. So, and I think Steve Brule is one of the most popular characters. So why not do a show about it? A
Brule's
weird ass
really-
fucking
But
show.
I can't. I feel like I'm on drugs watching this show.
I think that's
So
kind of the
weird.
point. Like,
No, what you need to do, Soil, you need to sit with Tyler when he watches this stuff.
Is it really good?
What do you
Tyler
do?
just cackles the
it's
whole
so
time.
fucking-
It's just
Because-
like Renee. Renee just fucking sits there and giggles. Like, what are you laughing at?
See, when I
So
was
stupid.
watching it, in the on my laptop, and I was like, "Wait a minute, what's going on here?" I watched an episode. It's not this episode.
which one do you watch?
I watched one where he was like at a plane.
Oh, Planes. Yeah, the episode is called Planes.
And then like the plane is taking off, and I'm laughing at like the plane catching on fire, and then the plane crashes, and then she's like Kentucky Fried Chicken, and like picks her up and hits her against the car, and it like cracks, her body cracks. And I'm like,
the fuck?
what the
it's
hell?
some fucked up shit, but it's so funny.
And then he starts to. Is there a doctor in the house? And at the bottom it says Dr. Steve Brule.
I didn't going into this. I didn't know it had its own show now, but it was my favorite segment of the Awesome Show, and I was really excited to see it. I mean, this show is actually it's funny, but going on for a long run time, it starts to lose its appeal.
But it's only 15 minutes.
I know
It
it's like
feels
any Adult
longer,
Swim.
though.
It's like any
I
Adult Swim
wish it was
show. Like
longer.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force is only good in 15-minute intervals.
I don't know what that was.
There's so much.
I
interruptions in
remember
it.
I used to love Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
I love Aqua Teen.
until I watched the movie and it killed it.
The
for
movie
me.
was that bad?
It was. I don't know if I took a long break from like loving the TV show and like the humor just didn't appeal to me anymore. But I just thought it was dumb now.
I kind of stopped watching it after the movie as well. I used to love it.
Carl was the best part of it.
Oh, I love Carl.
I loved that show, and I liked it. It's a different type of humor than Steve Brule. Steve Brule's like
Oh yeah,
way
it's
over
completely
the
different.
top.
Yeah.
This one is like I kind of like got really sick to my stomach when I watched him throw up a bunch in the plane. I kept eating these almonds and I kept throwing up. I'm like, what is so funny here? And then like he just throwing up in a bag, and then it reminded me of Steve-O, and like Steve-O purposely throwing up.
Yeah.
He was like doing that, but like Aqua Teen Hunger Force, the difference between that is the jokes, because it was a cartoon, they could take it to another level.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's-
Aqua Teen Hunger Force was dumb, but it was nowhere near as dumb as this.
My favorite thing is that freaking robotic chicken, the robotic turkey.
From Aqua Teen.
the one
Aqua
that travels through time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really funny.
So
I come here from the year 2999 to tell you that we have no turkeys in the future or something like that.
And the best thing about that thing is that the turkey is like weird, and it doesn't know things, and it just like stutters all the time. It's like, we do
Yeah, well, his story is inconsistent.
Yeah, it's
He's
like
like always
really-
forgets his story.
Yeah. It's really funny.
I think my favorite one is where the guy brings the people back from the dead. Now say, what did he do? Do you remember that episode?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that guy.
Say sofa king retard ed, and then they'll say it fast. We so fucking retard ed. No, rise chicken, rise. You don't remember?
Oh yeah, the African one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rise chicken.
Yeah. One of my favorite ones is that. Do you remember the spider one? The spider. Okay, the one that raps. The cow that raps. It's like a little kid. It's his name, like little Nicky or little Chicky or something.
remember.
Forget it. Let's move on.
There's so many strange things in these cartoons.
So there's so many strange things in this check it out stuff.
Oh, I love
Like
Check
all
It
the
Out.
side actors
Oh.
are all so weird.
yeah.
Okay, so the story behind that is I read an interview with Tim and Eric. They said they find these people like working at like Little Caesars. Like they're not even, a lot of these people aren't even actors. They're just random people they find like going to restaurants or walking down the street. Almost all those
the guy in the
people.
episode that we watched that night, there was a guy with like major back
Oh yeah,
scoliosis.
Oh,
He's like sitting down.
dick.
I know.
Sitting there.
He looks so fucking weird. He
He's
looks like he's gonna kill someone.
Is that the news anchor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting there and he's like, and if you wanna leave your number with me,
Oh yeah. If you want to take, if you want me to rate your nude photos, or something
yeah,
like that, or rate your nude body, it's so fucking.
if you want me to
weird.
rate your nude body, you can reach me at this number. He says, and I'll send you back a reply. What?
It's so bizarre.
And then Doug Prishpreed is another character on Check It Out, and he was in the last episode he was talking about removing all of his teeth and then putting each tooth in a different jar, and then they like digitally removed his teeth, so he had it was fucking weird.
The show
It
is
was
weird.
so funny.
Yeah. Then there was like the weather guy came on in one of the other episodes, and he was just doing like Madonna moves into the camera. And I
Did
was
you watch
like,
every episode except for words?
You didn't actually watch Words?
No, I watched Words.
Okay.
We're talking
you
about
just
Words.
talked
I'm
about
talking
it.
about a different episode.
Yeah.
Because the Words had the guy with the back
Yeah,
issue.
well, he's in a lot of them. He's in most
Yeah.
of the episodes.
But that was the one when he was asking for the
Yeah,
nudes.
about the nude. Yeah,
and
rating
then-
your nude body.
Yeah, I only watched 2 episodes, The Words and Planes.
Oh, you should watch Cars.
Cars is really good.
Well,
Yeah.
Oh,
what-
God.
what
I
they
can
call
only take
the-
so much of these.
You gotta watch
What
all.
was the green? It's like the hot green something. What did they call his car?
What?
He said he wanted hot rod red. So
Yeah.
they got him like hot rod green or something.
And he kept every color he had. He would call it Hot Rod Red or something like that.
I cringed really hard when he went to the library. And then that weird guy,
Weird guy at the end.
weird old guy,
The
came out
demonic
the corner.
man.
And then he's like, "Yes, master." I was like, "What is going on?"
It's so freaking weird.
Oh, it's so
He's
good.
like, he's shushing that, and then okay, wait. At the end of that episode, that part of this clip, it zoomed in on a black guy sitting down. Remember that? And it just he's just reading, and it's like, and then it zoomed in on him,
And then it like glitches. And
and
then
I'm like, "What?"
yeah, I love it.
That poor video quality is the key to the charm.
I think it is too. And what's funny is they actually filmed the show on VHS tapes, and then what
Like Encore.
what they do to distort the video, they re-record those VHS tapes onto another VHS tape, so the quality gets worse and worse.
Oh, so it's all natural. It's
So
not
it
simulated
is.
at all.
Yeah,
That's
it's not
awesome.
simulated.
They need
yeah.
to go to the third step where they record the second one from a camcorder.
I'm sure they probably would at some point.
I don't know why they need to go that bad. I mean,
But
it's
it's
like
it's so
it's
good.
like channel 3 on your cable remote, right?
that's
local
the
TV,
whole point. Yeah.
public access.
And I think Tim and Eric, they said in an interview too that they wanted people to look at it like these are random guys that break into like a TV studio at like 4 a.m. and do this when nobody knows. Like that, like that's the whole vibe they were trying to get. And then at the end of the first season, they actually get caught on the last episode.
So there's like a story to it.
There is a little bit, and like there's some weird shit with Steve Brule's mom and everything. And how there's one episode where she tries to kill him. That's fucking weird, but it's so good.
From when you start the episodes, I think it shows you a timeline of all the shows, and his show's always at 4:50 a.m. or like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and then it's like Mass for Shut-ins, and then at 9 a.m. is like News with Jan. Well, it used to be Jan and Skylar, and then Skylar died.
Oh my god!
He had like some crazy cancer, and he died. And
This is
then
in real life
In real
or the
life?
show?
no, Tim and Eric played Jan and Skylar,
Oh.
and then Skylar died. I think it was his name.
Eric's the big one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, big meaning tall.
So you're gonna keep watching some more? Check it out.
Please watch.
I'll watch the car one because
Cars was the first episode.
Where'd you
of
find
new
this
season.
on Time Warner Cable? They're on demand, or where is this on?
I recorded it. Well,
It's
actually,
on-
Ryan and I have been watching it live
Yeah.
Depending on your
because we're up watching Cops anyway.
It's
So
online.
we just stay up and watch it.
I think
Once
the
Cops
first-
is over, it starts.
depending on your cable company, you can watch it on AdultSwim.com, but it has to. Like if you have Uverse, it's probably you can watch it.
The first season is free, I think. First or second.
the first
season.
season is the
Online?
best, but this season's really good.
It's
too.
online. Yeah, you can watch like the first or second season without logging in.
I'll watch some more. I'll go to the first season. I want to see some
Oh,
more.
it's so good.
All right.
One of my favorite shows.
So moving on to topic number 3, we have The Secret Life of Pets, smash hit sensation, number 1 at the box office this week.
Ooh.
It beat Inside Out. They beat
Really?
Pixar, yeah,
Are you serious?
yeah.
No
Orig-
way.
an original
It beat,
series.
It beat the opening weekend for Inside Out, which is really surprising.
Guess people have a lot of money.
So
Or
who else saw that?
original animated series.
I didn't feel like it was really original, but I'll continue.
Did you watch
later.
it?
Yeah, watch it.
Well,
Well, there's
it's
no-
not
there's no
based off of
franchise, yeah.
it's new.
Well, now's the time. Continue.
Oh, so I don't want to spoil anything,
We're
but
talking about it.
the reason why I don't feel like it's new. Who watched it?
I did.
Just
Me-
I think Will did too, right?
Yeah, I watched it.
So one thing I felt like this movie like kind of simulated very closely to another movie was Toy Story 1. It had the similar story of Toy Story 1.
I thought about that too
Where
when
the
I was on
pets
the way here.
come to life when the owners
No,
leave.
no.
Because you wonder, like, what are my toys doing when I leave? And now it's
I-
like,
I
kids
get what
wonder,
you're saying.
what
Yeah,
are my
but
pets
not
doing?
just that. Remember what happened in Toy Story 1? What happened in Toy Story 1?
Somebody invades
You
the
go-
house that he's in charge of and then takes control. And there's
Yeah.
something new. It didn't quite go like that though.
No, somebody comes in
It's
and
very
becomes a
similar
new.
though. It's very similar though if you go to the more basic than that.
So somebody
where
comes
they
in
win
your
each other
house.
over by getting lost. Yeah.
Right, and then somebody comes in your household. Buzz came into the household, right? And Buzz became his new favorite toy. And then he like forgot about Woody a little bit, but that was very long and very well done by Pixar.
There was plot points that weren't in Toy Story at all though. There was the rabbit. with
Right? No,
the-
I'm not talking about like. I'm just
I
saying
know.
that.
I'm
Dude,
just
it's
saying
like
there's more
bringing-
to it than just like
Yeah.
a repeat.
Well, it's like bringing the baby home too. From
And they also had a car chase scene, right? Where you had to try to get into a truck.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna say. Encore,
Oh.
encore.
I
What
don't
did you think of this movie?
what-
Did you
what-
enjoy it?
You fell asleep,
I
so
fell asleep,
really,
You fell asleep in it?
Yeah,
You fell asleep at the theater.
towards the end. Towards the end.
You fell asleep at the
These
theater.
fucking AMC theaters and their damn reclinable chairs and shit. It's too comfy.
Too damn comfortable.
Too
Why don't you stop
fucking
going to that
comfy,
theater then?
you just sit on the floor.
Fucking nice though.
You should call
'Cause
it.
it's-
Like, I'm coming to see a movie. Can you make my chair a little bit uncomfortable?
Did
I'll fall
any-
asleep.
Did anybody,
Fold out.
did anybody else think that it was very like Looney Toony?
There was a lot of different characters. Like every character was unique and had its own joke style, and I liked that. But like my favorite one was the Hawk. I think.
The one that looks
was
to help him.
Yeah, but the Hawk kind of lost any jokes whatsoever. Like less than halfway through.
You didn't like
And-
Kevin Hart's bunny?
I wasn't a fan of the.
I'm not
bunny.
a fan of the bunny either.
Kevin Hart's in the
It was
movie?
a little bit.
What, how many
overboard.
movies is this guy going to be in?
How many movies can The Rock
He
be
needs
in?
to stop being in movies.
He needs to
Yeah,
stop
Kevin Hart's
signing.
not that funny.
He's
The most-
not that funny.
The
Hey.
most funny joke he had was in the trailer where
He's-
he poops
he's-
behind himself.
Listen, he's
I
funny.
never even saw a trailer for this damn movie.
I heard.
thought it was
Okay,
so big.
apparently, from what I remember, the trailer, the first 2 minutes of the trailer is pretty much the first 2 minutes of the movie. The trailer's pretty much the first minutes of the movie.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is every character pretty much
There's
like,
no-
has their jokes.
there's
They're made
if you didn't
for.
watch the trailer,
They gave everything away in the trailer.
First 2 minutes.
I had not even heard about this movie until you guys talked about it.
it was
Last
really popular because of the dog that listens to like what is it?
Yeah, people that
System of
saw
the Down.
people that saw the trailer were like, "Oh, I want to see that. It looks really funny
Mm.
because they have all these pets that are coming to life."
Do you remember the commercial with the
Or not coming
poodle
like that.
listening system of the Down? He goes, she's like, "Oh, have a great day."
I've seen nothing.
And the
I've
dog
heard nothing about this
is-
movie.
I
There's like
saw
there's
tons
a
of
poodle
previews
when the
for it.
owner leaves, because poodles are all uptight and like very fancy, wealthy owners usually. When the owner leaves, it becomes like a metalhead and like rocking out.
Was there a husky?
And there's no husky.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Was there a Sheltie?
A Sheltie?
What's a
It's a
Sheltie?
miniature collie. Lassie
No.
dog.
No.
Show me a picture and I'll be able to tell you.
Do you know what Lassie looks like? Remember take away its legs and cut it in half. That's what it looks like.
There's not none of those.
Is there a
in the
turtle?
movie. There are turtles.
Turtles,
Nice,
yeah.
I like turtles.
There's also a python with one tooth.
I'll watch it on Netflix if it ever gets on there.
I'm sure it will.
No,
It
go to the $5.
I don't even want to pay $5.
It was an entertaining.
Ghostbusters.
Ron Burgundy. That's what he looks like
Ghostbusters was
too.
fantastic.
Oh, he does look like Ron
Cause
Burgundy.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, and the hair too is like kind of parted to the side.
And Stalin.
I thought it was a very entertaining movie, but the story is very, very predictable. It had some good jokes, but it wasn't anywhere near like Finding Dory or something like
Well,
that.
no, not the story
Finding
progression
handicaps.
wasn't as good, but I think that Kevin Hart is overplayed and needs to relax.
Yeah, I mean,
Rock.
there's a lot of hype behind his
I'm
character.
not even
I was
boxing on this movie.
I was not looking forward to that character at all.
Same thing. He's in a lot of stuff too. He needs to relax.
Yeah, but
Well,
Rock's
the
not.
Rock has
He's
signed up to
entertaining.
200. Like
Kevin
movies.
Hart's got a mouth on him. He just won't shut up.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
obnoxious.
I've heard that people liked Kevin Hart in that new movie.
Right along.
No, the one that just came out with The Rock.
Central Intelligence.
Central Intelligence,
I liked
because
him
he
in Scary
wasn't
Movie 3.
because he wasn't so crazy with his voice. He's overplaying himself. He's going to become like Dane Cook.
He's a more
Well,
annoying Chris Tucker. Is what he is.
There's a lot of
Yeah,
times
that's
where he reuses like parts of his stand-ups in his acting, which is kind of bad.
I can see him becoming just like Chris Tucker.
I liked him in Get Hard.
Oh,
The
I
movie
like
was
Get Hard
so
too.
funny.
I liked it.
I love that movie.
Of course.
Will
you would.
Smith goes up to the window
Get him.
every morning. I love that.
Oh, the good movie. So how many dog bones you gonna give this one? Will?
Fur balls.
dog bones.
6. The story was terrible, but I was entertained.
So
6 out of
was
10.
it?
A lot of throwaway jokes and throwaway characters.
6 dog bones.
$6.
So-
Six fur. I like
How
the fur
many
balls.
out of our how many dog bones?
What about fur balls?
Fur balls.
Let's do furball. I like furball.
There's not many cats in it.
Doesn't matter.
Then no
Cats,
furballs.
but
5
they're
fur
called
balls, 6 dog
They all have
bones.
fur.
Okay.
Ooh,
not. Damn, he went with it.
the system makes no sense.
The system makes no sense. The mathematics don't make any. I agree with Will. 6 is where I'm going to give it.
6 fur balls out of 10.
No, 6 dog bones
How many
and
balls?
7 fish pellets.
Makes no sense.
What about fur balls though?
Fishy
Flakes.
Fish
Fucking
flakes.
fur balls. Everybody has fur.
Oh, and 6 full fur balls.
I give it
the
7
turtles don't have
seven
fur.
and a half fish food pellets is
The
what I
turtles
give
don't
it.
have fur.
7.5 fish pellets.
Yeah.
Encore. What are you gonna give it?
From what I remember,
For what I was awake for.
From what you remember.
6 dog bones
I'll
for the
give it- I'll
movie
give it
and
5
8
fur
fur balls
balls.
for the chair.
5 out of 10 fur balls.
So was the movie just funny and then there have a real story? Is that kind of what it is?
That's pretty
best
much
part-
what it is.
No, it had
the
a
story's
story.
very, very predictable. I mean, some of the characters start somewhere and get somewhere and develop their character a little bit, but only like 2 or 3 characters.
Honestly, I don't remember all the characters' names. I watched the movie and I was like, "Who's this? Who's
2 or 3
that?"
characters out of like a million characters are there just for jokes.
You remember the bunny. You remember the main character, and you remember like a couple of other characters, and then you don't remember their names.
Put the
I thought
body
the- I
back
thought-
in the box.
I thought the bunny was,
Put the
funny.
bunny
Bunny
in
and
the
the eagle were funny. Like Louis C.K.'s dog, he was.
But he's the main character. You remember the name. I mean, he's
I
always
don't
on
even know what it
screen.
was.
Max.
You were sleeping.
See, I watched half of it.
Your opinion
Watch-
doesn't
watch-
count. You slept halfway through and farted through it.
You slept through
you.
half of the movie.
No, hold on.
You just said you watched half
I
of it.
watched half of it. You
I
said
thought you saw
I
most of it.
remember half of it. I
You
don't
passed out
remember
for like
when.
45 minutes in your
so
chair.
He was in the process of
hold on.
passing out.
Oh my god.
So when
How
they,
old are you again?
so when they eat all the weenies, when was that? Like how far was that towards the end? The weenie factory.
10 minutes in.
I don't even remember.
You don't remember the weenie factory?
It's intro.
That Weenie Factory is like in the middle,
Okay, so that's
That-
the last thing I remember.
so he fell asleep like in the middle.
I think
of
like
the-
So you fell
that's like
asleep when
3/5
Winnie's
of the
came
way.
on?
3/5 of the
Who
way.
woke you up? With the credits?
woke
Like
up.
guy with a broom or something? Like, how'd you?
I woke up.
Did you go by yourself?
Yes.
Wait, you went by
You went
yourself?
by yourself?
Yeah.
Dude,
You've
you're a
never
creepy
seen-
old man.
You are a liar. You did not go to this by yourself. I
You
don't
took
believe
somebody
you.
with you.
No.
You lie.
You lie.
You lie.
Encore,
You lie like a pig in
Encore,
mud.
Spill the beans.
I'll
I
go
know you don't
myself.
go to things alone.
I think Encore has a girlfriend.
You can't even go shopping alone.
Maybe that's why he's want to go. Maybe that's why he's want to go on Friday because your dad has a girlfriend.
Ooh.
Ooh, you lie like a pig in
Damn,
mud.
that's why I don't have time.
There you go. That's Encore's 3rd job.
Fourth job
Serving the lady.
and 6th job.
Does Will have a Willie this week?
Yes, I do have a Willie. This
Will Secret Willie.
So
Now that Ryan's back,
YouTube has a lot of copyright restrictions. They flag a lot of videos.
You say flag or fag?
They flag a lot of videos.
Okay.
And Nintendo is one of them that they flag a lot unless you're into their network. So what I think is that Nintendo doesn't want to jump into the new way of promoting games. And they really need to get on board with the new way of doing things. And what do you think, Ryan?
Well, knows how I feel about this one.
I don't understand.
So here's what let me give Jeff some context. He doesn't understand.
I don't know why I was laughing.
So
I'm reading Will's question over here. And
Jeff's
it's hilarious.
his secret Willy that he wrote down was a lie.
I got
But anyway, you know, let's play videos, Jeff, right? Where people just go on YouTube and you watch them play, like Sloan's twitching.
Okay, yeah.
So people go on there and they make money, but Nintendo, they don't let you do that. So if you go on there and play a Nintendo game, you can sign up. What happened? Okay. You can sign up through Nintendo and they'll take a big portion of your profits. And it turns out they take like 75% of the money.
Damn.
And a lot of the streamers are like, well, this is my work. How are you taking my money? Then I personally have trouble with that because Nintendo's the one who made these games. All these people are doing is playing a video game and they want money for that. And I take issue with that. They get mad at Nintendo because they took the time to make the game and they want some of that money for them playing their game and making money.
Well, Ryan, there's something called fair use.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
And it's a free way to advertise their games. I think if a lot more people are playing, there's like one main reasons why people like are talking about how Let's Plays is not good for the industry is that it gives away the story. So like a game like Uncharted, it wouldn't be good for marketing the game. But what story is there to Nintendo games? What is it going to spoil? How is that?
You're using my characters.
It's Nintendo's product, so if they want you to use it, then go ahead. But if
It's
they don't
free
want
advertising.
it doesn't matter. It's their product. If they don't want you to use it, then that's their choice. You don't get mad at them for that. You have no right to get mad at Nintendo.
But you bought the game,
You bought the game to play it.
right?
You bought
the
If
game
you're
to-
filming it for yourself and other people watch it. How is that Nintendo's?
But Nintendo's their problem is that you're making money off of their characters and their designs, just like people. What was the other game that came out that Blizzard had? All the character models were out there,
The
and they
cosplay.
Overwatch, and they pulled all those characters because people were
That's
like,
nothing
make
like
things.
it though. They don't flag
No,
videos.
I know they're not flagging
of
videos. But I'm
Overwatch
saying
gameplay.
like they don't want people to use those characters for free. Nintendo's doing the same thing.
But you're not just using. I mean, as far as Twitch goes, I don't know what this is. I'm just comparing it to Twitch.
That's exactly
Well,
it.
but-
on YouTube, you upload a video, it gets flagged, meaning you can't put an ad on it.
Is it just the video,
stays up,
or are you in the video as well?
The video in general gets flagged. You can't make money off
If
it.
you're in the video, and then if there any
So
of,
just
the
like Twitch.
if the Nintendo gameplay is in it, like let's say your Nintendo gameplay is in it, they will flag it.
So you're not just making money from the Nintendo game. Your personality is helping whatever
Exactly,
profits
it's
you're doing.
called fair
Right.
use. You play
But-
the game.
So that makes no
you
sense.
play it your
Nintendo's
way.
overstepping their boundaries
Right.
and taking money out of your hands.
And here's the other thing, Jeff.
75 and 25.
Here's the other thing, Jeff.
That's way
It's
too
not
much.
75-25. There's no percentage yet. That go all.
I,
with
I think
Nintendo.
the way it works.
Oh, you're
is-
talking about the Nintendo system.
So
if you
the-
sign up for
the
it.
Nintendo system is like they take like most of the it's like it's kind of like how when movies come out, the studio that makes the movie makes more profit, but the longer it's in theater, the actual theater makes more money. So when you first put your video out there, Nintendo might be taking 90% of your view money, and then as a couple weeks go back, you make more.
Jeff, this was Nintendo's idea because there was so much backlash from them flagging every video that they had for gameplay of their games. So they came up with this system. But the way they're enforcing this on YouTube is taking advantage of the system. The way the system works is you flag a video, you can dispute it, say, hey, no, it's fair use. And then eventually, since if they want to take it to court, then they can say, okay, we're not going to pursue this. Or they can say, okay, yes, we want to pursue this and take you to court. What Nintendo does is they flag a video. And then once the person disputes it, say, hey, this is fair use, it runs out. And then they just flag it again. And it's a repeating cycle. They pay people to sit there and flag the videos and repeatedly just wait till it expires and flag it again.
That's fucking shiesty.
That's a very aggressive way of doing it.
That is shiesty.
It's very
I don't like
shiesty.
that.
I support them.
I don't support them. I think it would help their business a lot if they would just allow people to do gameplay videos.
It would also help their business a lot if they would diversify their
Makes me
games,
not
if
want to
they
play
don't.
anything Nintendo.
Put that Pokemon Go away.
Except for Pokemon Go.
So let me give some context to this week's mod question.
And this one is directed at me.
This is directed at Will.
So much fire.
I found a deal this week where you get 20% off an Amazon warehouse deal.
Ooh, I saw that.
So I was like, oh, I'm going to buy a PC. Get 20% off. I'll probably get a decent deal. So I don't know that much about computers, so I'm like, I'll text Will. I'll send him this computer. How's this look, Will? Is this a deal? Can Will tell me yes or no?
You still won't know what's going on.
I have no idea what's going on because Will's throwing out all these numbers. This is a Pentium Intel 46222.
T14 gold-plated drive, dual processing.
And then
Gold-plated modulator.
And it says you combine that with RTX 600, and then you'll do it at 60 FPS in Witcher. And I'm like, well, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I just want to know the deal. So my question for this week, I think, applies to most of us, is the PC industry is notoriously difficult to understand for the casual consumer. What steps could the industry do to attract more of the casual gaming community?
I guess the first question you got to ask is why. Because I feel like Ankur and I are casual gamers.
Mm-hmm.
So why don't you invest in like PC and games and stuff?
Exclusives, I guess. Games. I don't want to play anything that's on PC, and if it's on PC, I can play it on my console.
That's not true.
Not true.
You go to
Civ 5,
There's
Civ
tons
6.
of console.
Never heard of it.
There's tons of PC exclusives that you can't play on console.
There's a lot of small games.
I
Yeah.
haven't heard of it.
I think that level of casual player
Civ 6.
just
Never heard
goes
of
to
it.
consoles because it's
It's
easier.
so good.
You don't have to like.
Well,
How do you build your own console? You
I'll
just
answer
find
the-
one that's good.
I'll
and
answer
it
the
looks
question.
nice, and you play it.
I'll answer the question. The question was, is there something that can be done to
Yikes.
make it easier for the casual consumer? And yes, it's consoles. That's the answer.
But
I think there's an easy way to do it is if you can explain how a game works on it and how the game will look and sell it to the consumer.
Here's what makes it not friendly to the consumer is exactly what he was saying. You talk about what's available, what your options are, and all of a sudden you feel overwhelmed. It's like, oh, I don't know if I want to go with this. I don't know if I want to go with this. So many numbers all over the place, so many options.
And it's costs. It's like building things. You have to like upgrade to upgrade to upgrade, and
But
people are like, I can't handle this.
it's more than that, though, because I'm looking at computers and I see this one has an i7, like
Processor.
3.5 gigahertz or whatever.
a
With four
while
cores.
back, we used to just go by gigahertz of the processors, and then things started getting more complicated. A processor would have 2 gigahertz, but still perform better than a processor that has 3 gigahertz. So they changed the way they named the processors to be like the 32K or whatever name, and then it progresses that way.
Breathe.
But it's still kind of hard,
Right.
because
See how confusing it is for the.
it's
What
still
could they do?
it's still pretty hard because you can have a processor that's labeled 44 and 50K, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to perform worse than a processor with the name 6400.
And if it matters on your configuration too, right? Because you have certain things working with it. If it doesn't work properly, then it's not as good.
Yeah, there's a lot of options, and it's very overwhelming.
and that's why people don't like it. And I think it's really hard to make it work.
Yeah, and it's
So to his question of what can the PC industry do to attract the casual gamer, the answer is just nothing. Fuck them.
The
Consoles.
PCs, the people that are into PCs.
you have one choice. That's your choice. That's it. No other choices. They
But
tried to do more choices with Steambox, but it didn't
Yeah,
work.
they remember how they started making like these tiny gaming PCs for a while.
Nope.
It didn't work because people were like, fuck this, I'm not gonna buy that.
It didn't work because the operating system it runs on performs worse than Windows.
Right.
yeah.
What I'm trying to explain is that people that are into PC games will stay into PC gaming. The people that are into console gaming will try to go there, put their hand in PC gaming, but I'm sure they'll stay in console gaming.
But from the industry's perspective, that's such a terrible way to do business.
It is.
Because they can't bring new people in. It's so dumb. Like, I've been wanting to buy a computer for a while, but I fucking can't. Because I don't know what the fuck I'm spending my money on.
Just go buy one that's pre-built. There you go. Done. Just
But
buy
how
the
do I
game
know
and
which
play.
one's better than the other one? Because they all say
numbers
the
are-
same
comes down to it,
The numbers are higher.
When it comes down to it, just
That
do
doesn't
the
even work
research
that
on
way,
it.
Encore.
No,
It doesn't even work
the
that
only
way.
way you can figure it out is you have to like go and look at reviews for it and say,
Yeah, just look up reviews and then do the research on.
There's
certain
so many
things.
parts to a PC to look
What?
at each individual.
But I think
But
that's another
here's
reason why
here's
people
the
like
thing that
using
made-
the PC because they like the complicated.
What do you need, though?
How it's complicated? What?
RAM, CPU,
I'm
memory
just saying, like,
card.
from-
Do you know how many
worse.
varieties of RAM there are? How many
There's-
different
there's so many
CPUs there
RAM.
are? How
Oh
many
my
different
God.
video cards there are?
then you have to think about
it's about the most
There's
expensive
consumer
one.
grade, enthusiast grade, server grade.
Well, buy the
It-
most
it's like the
expensive
same.
one. That's
It's
the
like the
right
same
And
one.
as
there's like
rebuilding a
there's like
car.
3 different versions of all those.
And then you got to
different
think about
grades.
what
At
you want to
least
do. You got to
5.
think about what you want to do. Are you gonna are you gonna buy a processor because you want to overclock? Do you want to buy a processor because you just want to
Yeah, do you
one
want to
thing?
get the K version? Do you want to get
Yeah.
the X version?
So
do you
the
wanna get
question
standard
of
version?
what can they do is just nothing.
Okay, how about you know how
Really, only thing they can do is educate. and they have to educate the consumer, and the consumer will not.
How?
Unless
The consumer will not want
the
to.
consumer is interested in looking into all these things. Like I'm always into.
Well, he is.
I'm into like learning about what this can do, what this new technology can do. So I like
Casual.
learning about these things. But the average consumer is like, oh, it's too much.
But the
Ryan.
industry has to do something. So like you can walk into a
But
store.
do they have to do anything because
They
they're
do,
not
and
really?
that's
but
what
they're
Dell
a business and they want to make
Asus
money.
do.
Why would you run a business and not want to attract every single
Yeah.
person on the face of this earth?
It's all about
That's
growth.
stupid
you
business
wanna reach
plan.
everyone.
So like you know how they sell I don't know, did you touch on this? The TVs. How do you sell TVs right now?
4K,
4K.
8K.
Yeah, that's what the people
Yeah.
look at and do something like that.
It's got
Yeah,
a dual.
But there's
dual
still
core
so
processor.
many different options.
I recommend
Yeah, but dumb it
education.
down.
That's it.
Yeah, but it's not like you're building a
That's not gonna
TV. You're
No,
just
I
buying
know, but
it.
on each product, bill it like that. This is 4K or whatever.
What you said right there, the TV. That's it. That's what the console is.
Yeah.
The console is 4K. That's why you want to get the PlayStation Neo.
You want a console because it's got 1 terabyte drive and it can play these games. Here you go.
There
It looks-
has to be
The,
something
the-
they can
the
do.
only thing I can tell you is
It's hopeless, right?
You have to
In the end, it's just a
Not gonna
hobby.
happen.
Just like if you're interested in cars and want to build a car, you have to know everything about a car to actually build it. It's the same thing with PCs.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
You just have to, if you really want to do it, you have to put in the time to
Yeah,
research.
and if you really want to do it, and I recommend this site a lot. I tell everybody about it, and I love this site. I know many people don't like it. It's PC Part Picker. Go on there and pick a part, go crazy, and start
a lot of
attacking,
peas in
you know.
there.
Pick a part, yeah, and then go with it. So like if you want to, you can choose your, processor, and then I'll tell you everything that works with it because I used that once when I was building my PC, and then Will kind of play with it. Went on Amazon wish lists, which works fine too. But it doesn't really give you so much compatibilities as PC Part Picker.
Oh,
does.
yeah, you have to know what the
talk about
compatibilities are.
compatibility. Holy fuck!
Well, this is what the problem with Ryan's purchases. What I like to do is I like to build the PC with the higher end parts. When you look at the pre-built PCs, they're not really
Cheap shit.
they're not really worth it unless you're getting the really cheap version. Like if you get
Right.
the more expensive version, it's cheaper for you just to build it yourself. So I'm not really interested into those, and I hate those, and that's what Ryan wanted to get. He wanted to get a pre-built PC. So I had a hard time saying, okay, yeah, go ahead, get that one, because I don't feel confident about purchasing myself. And then when I finally worked up, for this price, I can recommend that you buy this one, but don't yell at me if it doesn't last you longer than like 2 or 3 years.
So one thing that if you want to, Ryan, if you want to play around with building a PC or whatever,
I'm done.
No, listen.
I'm
just
done.
Don't
I'm
cut
over
me.
it.
Okay, don't cut me off. Let me continue. So the good thing about PC part picker that you can do, I'm just kind of pushing him, is that you can go on there and look at other people's builds and say, okay, I want that.
But
Like,
here's
I
the
want to
thing,
be fast.
Ryan doesn't want to spend that much. He wants to spend
No,
very little amount.
You can go and look on there and be like, okay, I want this. Like,
And when
Linus's
you
tech
start
build.
putting those parts together, you're looking at least the bare minimum be 500, and you'll be baldnicking yourself somewhere. If you do that.
So if you look at it, you can go on there and be like, I want to build this computer that can run this game. It'll have people saying, I can run these games on this computer at this, stuff.
Yeah, but those
And
are
you
like
go-
bare minimums for that game. If going into like a year or two from now, you won't.
No,
be
no,
able to
I
play
know.
anything.
I'm just telling you. That's what
That's
people
why I'm,
say.
worried about
but it
that.
helps you, right? So you have a forum of people telling you, I can play Witcher on medium settings on this $450 computer. There you go. I'm just saying.
I like what Tyler said. Just like it's kind of like a hobby.
That's
true,
exactly
it
what it
is.
is. It's
So I mean,
just
you
a
don't,
hobby.
Yeah, the people that build PC. There's a lot of people, and I really like these videos. They go to all these little shops. There's this guy that lives in Japan, and he goes in Japan. It's illegal for you to throw anything away, anything with the electronics in it. We can't just throw it in a dumpster like here. They get fined.
what you do with it.
I think you get fined here too.
Yeah.
Well,
you do.
we don't
Supposed to
enforce it.
recycle it.
We don't enforce it. You see junk in the dumpsters all the time. People go dumpster diving and find these computer parts. But over in Japan, they do what they're supposed to do. So you end up going to all these used electronic stores, and you find all kinds of parts. What he does, he just looks for bargains and then cleans them up with brake oil, the the motherboards, seats all the heat sinks, and does them just like new, and then resells them to people in the United States.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Or he gives them out as rewards to his YouTube watchers. So I mean, the people that can do kind of stuff, it's really fun.
I understand the hobby point, but they have to have a way to approach.
But in a way, they
Casuals.
don't need to do that.
If it's a hobby, then they don't need to. Because just like he said, with people that rebuild cars, I mean, they don't. Unless you're looking for it, they don't. There's no commercials or
And-
nothing about
yeah.
it.
You remember this from ninth, 10th grade. Remember when John and you had these conversations about PC versus console?
Mm-hmm.
And the people that play with PC adamantly believe PC is way better than console.
Well, it has the potential to be much better. Like, I don't understand why Will plays Xbox. Because I know you have a good computer.
Oh, this is going to take forever.
So
this will for sure be a next week mod question.
Like, I don't understand why Will's playing Fallout 4 on Xbox, so you can play it and it looks actually decent.
The PC versions of all the Bethesda games look beautiful when you mod them. Like if you mod them, like Skyrim looks amazing. Like,
that's part of why I'm really happy that they're going to have buy once and play on PC or Xbox. I don't have to choose anymore. I have it on both.
Oh, that's cool. But anyway.
It's hopeless for the casuals. So no threat to the PS4, number 1.
Okay. PlayStation 4, number 1.
Well, that wraps it up for this week. Join us next week. We're going to talk about 3 Forest Home. The first 3 episodes of Creature.
No, just Preacher.
And Saints Row, Dad Out of Hell. As a reminder, you can find previous episodes and our bonus content on our website, nerdconfessions.net. You can also follow us on our many social media platforms to send us your confessions. Well, thank you for listening, everybody.
David Jaffe.